Hello, adventurers. My name is Maximus, and I will be your dungeon master for the evening. I'd like to welcome you all to the second episode of Campaign 2 of Caches and Cantrips, where some of your favorite streamers play Dungeons & Dragons live on Friday nights. I'm joined by our amazing cast of Bunny Dreadful, Mac and Cheese Please, Nina Nikolic, Virtual Spectre, and Moobs Like Jagger from the GG and crew. Good evening, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh,
Been
so good
waiting
to be here.
all week for
Waiting
this.
7 whole days. As soon as we ended last week, I was like, "Is it Friday yet?"
I
I wanted
was
more.
like, did not want to wait.
Mhm.
I feel
This
like
is a rough
episode
week
1
of
was
work.
only yesterday.
Amazing. Amazing. So there are some things. There's some things we need to talk about. First off, we are
We in trouble?
No, we're not in trouble. You did a really great job.
Okay, when you say wait, there's things we gotta talk about, I'm like, Mom, no.
Guys, all
No,
that tells
you're
me
doing
is
a great job.
we need to get into more trouble. That's what that tells me.
First order of business is, for those of you on YouTube, thank you, because we are 21 subscribers away from 1,000 on YouTube.
Oh
So
my
just
god!
a little more. We're close.
YouTube, keep
And then I'm making some
YouTubing.
chicken soup sandwiches for Max and Moobs.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yummy,
It's
yummy
ready.
in your tummy.
Mimi's hungry. Look, she's ready.
Amazing. If you want to see us eat a nasty chicken soup sandwich, then get us there. And then Bun said she'd make it, and then I have to eat it. So yes.
Can we have a good one afterwards, though? Like, we'll
Yeah.
have the milestone chicken cheese sandwich, but then we'll
What
Yeah.
have
if it's?
the delicious one
I
afterwards.
did almost. You know what I almost made last night was a McMoob witch from
What does
scratch.
that even mean?
It's
It
a
is the
signature
greatest
sandwich.
created.
I'm going
full of
vegetarian,
culinary
and I realized if I wanted a McMoob witch, I'd have to make it myself. So I almost did it.
Oh my god, girl,
So-
if you need a vegetarian advice, I got you.
So we'll
Mhm.
do that on stream. What if I make the McMoobwich of chicken soup sandwiches?
Oh gosh.
Will be the good one.
We'll figure this. We'll cross that bridge when
Yeah,
we
yeah.
get there.
People, if you have ideas, throw them in the chat or throw them in the Discord, because I'm gonna have to cook this and make them eat it, and I'm gonna have to eat it too. So
Perfect.
yeah,
Second thing, I know we mentioned last week that our podcast was really close to hitting 2,400 plays. Now we're 10 listens away from 2,500 plays.
Whoa,
So-
that is a lot of listens in a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you all for listening. I hope that we are. Hope that you enjoy it.
Ear holers.
Yeah. I hope that you are enjoying it. Other things, and if you don't know, every Monday evening at 6 p.m. Pacific, me, Virtual Spectre, and Moobs Like Jagger will be doing Tome of Knowledge. And for next week, we're going to be talking about the brand new Unearthed Arcana that came out for 1D&D. Lots of spiciness in there, so you'll definitely want to be there for that.
Oh yeah, the new play test.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of reading.
Tuesdays, you can see Bunny Dreadful right there, stream at 7 p.m., and she's going to stream some art. So those are always a fantastic time. And
I think we're working on some either more stream assets, or we might be doing that giveaway that happened a while back. Which means once that's off the docket, there's always room for another giveaway. I don't know. So-
yeah.
But D&D
Ooh.
characters come hang out. I
Mhm.
think it's another turtle. Ooh.
Ooh, you're very experienced at drawing turtles now.
I feel like if there had to be a first turtle to draw, I had the perfect one.
Yeah, Cooter's the
She's
perfect
beautiful.
first turtle.
Perfect first turtle.
She's such a special bean.
Aside
And
from
I
go ahead.
just wrapped up the time lapse version of Cooter, so make sure you subscribe to
Yes.
us on the YouTubes so you can
Yes.
check it out when it releases.
We
Oh
have
my god, I
art
love
time
time
lapses.
lapses. I'm so
Mhm.
down.
Your music choice for the last one was Chef's Kiss.
I wasn't gonna watch
Fantastic.
the whole thing because I don't want to watch myself, but then the music just like lulled me into like a zen place. I don't know, and I watched the whole thing.
Yep. But aside from that, a very important piece of business is if you want merch that says Sweet Justice on it, I'm turning it off Sunday. So buy it today or tomorrow, because when I wake up Sunday, it's gone. As soon as I
Oh my
wake up.
god, thanks for reminding me.
Wait, is Mimi part of Sweet Justice?
Sure
Or
is.
Mimi staying?
Nope, Mimi's going.
Yeah.
Everyone get it. Get her.
So And then after that Sunday, the whole shop's going to go down for a bit while we revamp things behind the scenes. So I guess if you want Sweet Justice ever, now's your chance. If you want Castles and Cantrips, get it now because it's going to be down for a little bit. You'll have to wait. But aside from that, join our Patreon. It's a brand new campaign. And if you patron the highest tier, then you can help me create an NPC in this whole brand new world. So plenty of room for new faces, whatever your brain comes up with. And then finally,
Chaos.
Give us someone fun to talk to.
Yes, so plenty of room for chaos, as always.
Or someone with like lots of really strong items they can give us.
Yes,
Magic
yes, all the
weapon.
strong items. Oh, whoops, they're all cursed. Fun.
I was gonna
You know what,
say,
that's fine.
someone, can you
I have
imagine?
experience with that. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like it sounds worse than it is. It's fine.
Hey, listen, Chiba told me the kid gloves are coming off this campaign, so maybe you're not gonna be fine.
They're
What?
gonna kill us. Got it. No.
I'm not. I just build the sandbox. You all play in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
I
boy.
simply live here existing.
Yeah.
What I do.
Anyway, aside from all of that, I guess we can go ahead and get started for tonight's episode of Castles and Cantrips. And we can learn about what happened next, or last time. Not next time. We can't learn about what happened next time because it hasn't happened yet. But we'll learn about what happened
You can
last
tell us. I don't know how to prepare.
Castles and
Heard it here,
Cantrips.
folks. We're scripted.
No.
We have to do that like NCIS Grey's Anatomy style.
Mhm. Yeah. Intro
matinee.
coming. Intro is coming, but not yet.
No.
That's the intro.
It's not.
It's just
All right.
it's just Cooter puking.
All
I
right.
digress.
Our story last left off with an introduction to Irvos, the broken continent, and a brief explanation about its history, inhabitants, and the edict known as Sine Arcanum. A motley crew of adventurers were introduced from within the confines of a jail cell in the city-state of Rosadon. After the introduction, the story shifted back in time to describe how they got there in the first place. Azric and Taj awoke in a medical ward deep within the city. They subverted the staff and authorities to slip out of the complex before they were captured for being suspected arcane users. After leaving the medical building, they made their way to the large open market to acquire some much-needed sustenance. As they were watching a fight in the market unfold from afar that they caused, a curious elf named Emmy bumped literally directly into them. After a brief exchange of words, a vigilant city guard recognized Azric and Taj based on the description of the missing suspects from the medical ward. All three were now caught up in a grand chase from the guards, and a fourth mysterious individual named Hayden offered his assistance in evading their capture. As the chase went on, Emmy barreled into a patron of one of the market stalls. The patron was an old turtle named Cooter. All being guilty by association and with the guards closing in, the group decided to surrender themselves. After being apprehended, they were introduced to Apostle Amelie Fairlight, a fearsome hunter of the Divine Order of Conservancy who was known for her ruthlessness. She ordered the prisoners, as well as the guard commander, to the nearest jail cell. There, the party waited until the late hours of the night to mount their escape. Emmy utilized her small crab friend named Bucket to retrieve the keys to the cell. The crew subdued the short-staffed night shift of the guard shack and made their way to the harbor. After evading roaming patrols, they located a small dinghy in the harbor, ripe for the taking. However, they did encounter some resistance from the guards. After their attempts of smooth-talking failed to sway the officials, the crew resorted to violence, ultimately killing one of the guards in the process. The party then made their way sailing into the night, away from the island as fast as possible. And that is where we'll begin our episode this evening. So, you are on this barely seaworthy vessel that's not much more than a rowboat with a sail, essentially. It is the very early hours in the morning as you have pushed away from Rosadon and the guards chasing after you there. What I'm most curious about is, how does this motley crew feel about each other being thrust together?
Not good. No, this is not good. This is not good. Oh God, this is not what I thought this was gonna go like.
Wow. We made it out by the skin of our teeth, so. Yeah. And how many of you. You took some serious knocks, didn't you?
Why?
Oh,
I think that
okay.
went splendidly. We made it out alive, and there's we're free. That's all that matters.
Why did they want to catch you?
We don't need to talk about that right now. Where are we headed? Is the
Just
more important
wondering.
question.
I had a well, okay. I had a question.
Yes, my dear. What is
Are
your question?
Are you pirates?
Well, us? No, heavens, no. No, we're not pirates at all. Not
You're
anymore,
sure?
anyways.
Oh, well, that's a huge relief.
I
What
wink
if we
at
were?
Azric. Like kind of like give him like a look of like, maybe we have this book that tells us where to go next.
Oh, yes, excellent idea. Yes, let's take a look at this ledger, was it?
Yes. And I like put my back towards everyone so Azric and I can look at it together.
You are keenly aware of this leather-bound book that has a very simple lock on it. Could be easily broken if you would like. Both you and Azric recognize this book. It's something that your former captain held very closely, and Taj was lucky to have taken it in the circumstances of your leaving your last crew, I'll just say. One thing that you do know for sure, Taj and Azric, is he lets no one look at this book, is very protective of it. So you are unaware of what's in it or anything else about it.
You said there's a lock on it?
There's a very simple lock that can be easily broken. You are also keenly aware, as you served on the crew, that Captain Marius was a very esteemed spellcaster. Intelligent, wise, cunning, rose in the ranks as a deck wizard to form his own crew. So, both of you being spellcasters yourself, as well as Taj being a wizard similarly, you know that their caution should be taking the lead here.
Understand. Well, Taj, my dear, I believe opening this here and now may not be the wisest decision, as Captain Thorns may have placed a trap on it, perhaps.
Oh yes. Okay. I'll tuck it away for now.
Well, you can maybe detect magic or anything, maybe to see if there is indeed like a magical trap or
Are we
anything like that.
having some sort of problem?
Oh, no problem at all. My nimble-fingered friend.
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. Fairly certain they're probably gathering their men on horseback to try and track us down the coastline.
So
So,
then we avoid the coast.
well, we're not exactly going to cross the ocean in this thing.
Right.
Maybe we hop ships.
Would be ideal if we leave
Great
this
idea.
island and go somewhere else. But For the meantime, you're correct. This ship will not get us where we need to be. So perhaps we head to another port and either obtain a new ship or pay passage. Would probably
I'm of
be
like mind.
the best course of action.
Are we aware at all of where maybe another port is that might have some larger vessels?
You are, but first I would like Taj to make an Arcana check for me, unless anyone in the crew has a detect magic spell.
Okay, hold on.
I have identify.
That will not cover it this time.
Yeah.
I would like to do a perception check.
What are you trying to see?
I'm looking for any type of aquatic life, like dolphins or whales, or not cooter, but anything else. Preferably
I could do an
something
Arcana
master.
check, but I'm currently panicking in my shell because I killed a man.
We'll get to that in a second. Taj,
18.
18. As you sort of have this book tucked away and knowing the potential of valuable information to you, it's sort of driving you a little crazy. You know how much someone might pay for something like this if it were to be opened and, you know, information given to them, or it could be essentially very valuable to you if you would like to seek the treasures within. But with an 18, as you're sort of thumbing through and looking, careful not to break the lock and open the book, you recognize that there's definitely some sort of arcane ward that if you were to just haphazardly throw this book open, it would not have a good time. You also know that there are certain people that can do this for you for a fee, but the spell required would probably cost you all anywhere between 30 to 150 gold.
So like for me to obtain the spell scroll, you're saying?
If you had, you know, the spell scroll, maybe, or if someone to cast it for you, it would cost that.
Do I know what spell scroll I'm
that's what
looking
we'd pay them to cast
Yes,
it?
that's what you would pay them to cast it. Spell scroll would probably be more.
Do I know which one I'm looking for?
Dispel magic would do the trick.
Why didn't I take that?
You can't take dispel magic just yet. A little too high for you guys.
Oh, okay. I was gonna be like, I'm an idiot.
A little bit too high for you all. I guess my question to you, Taj and Azric, are you keeping this close to the vest, or are the boat is 10 feet wide, so it's hard to keep secrets. So
We have our backs turned, but like if they find out, they find out, but like also not telling them. At least that's how my character's playing it.
sure.
By the way, the entire first session, Hayden had his hood up,
Mm-hmm.
I believe. He has his hood down now, and so you see, it probably wasn't noticeable before. He has slightly pointy ears, but not as extreme as an elf, so half elf. And he has light brown / dirty blonde hair. It's medium length, and a bit of it's tied up in the back, but the rest of it's hanging loose. So yeah, I'm giving a bit more of a description because last time you couldn't see much of his head.
Mhm.
You're an elf, like me. Are you of the? I don't know the names of what the ancient elf cultures would be, but ideally, she asks him if he's from like 2 or 3 elven like lineages that are like kind of like asking somebody if they're from like an extinct like line.
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, well, never mind. It's fine.
Half elf. My father was a human. So,
Oh, fantastic.
I didn't know that was a thing.
fairly
You're-
common-ish.
After reviewing everyone's character sheet, everyone's passive perception is good enough that there's not really a secret on this tiny boat, unfortunately.
I'm gonna point at Azric's ears too, by the way. Just don't want to lose that thread, just in case.
Uh-huh.
These, yeah. I too have pointed ears, but not of the lineage you think you're thinking.
I'll name 2 more extinct elven lineages.
Oh no! I am not an elf. I am an Asmar. God,
What?
I just
I
so
don't-
happen to be born with slightly pointed ears as well.
I don't know what that means.
Not important right now. But what is important is that we get to another dock and hopefully not be followed by the god.
Okay.
I believe Hayden, you are the one probably who knows the best lay of the land and possibly cuter.
Yeah, I mean,
What? He's dead. What?
No,
I'm gonna start
Hayden's
patting Cooter
alive.
on the
He's
shell
fine.
to comfort her.
Cuter, if it helps, the man that you melted, was a very bad man. Very bad.
melted the man.
He beat up people and stole gold and he stole candy from children. He's a very bad man.
Oh, well, then he deserved it, didn't he?
He absolutely
Got
did, yeah.
everything that was coming to him. She slowly pops her head out of her shell. So, what did you need?
Would you know where the nearest port is? Or maybe not the nearest one, but maybe we skip the next port and go to the port after that to get a new ship. Try to get out.
Oh,
of here.
there
I
are
think-
several options.
I think
see?
we should get off the ship and swim.
Oh,
swim.
dear.
Mhm.
I
mean,
would
okay, no
sink like a rock in a lake.
Oh. Well, what if I like carried you?
Oh, perhaps.
Because then I could cast well, I know a spell that could help. So, no, it's a silly idea. Never mind.
Oh, I'm
Please
always love. I
explain.
believe in you.
Well, I have this spell that makes it hard for your enemies to track you. Specifically.
And this will help us with swimming.
Well, I can't ride a boat. But if you follow me through nature, this is not via the rules. I'm just thinking through it logically. If we go into the water, I can completely hide our scent and make it easier for us to sneak back on shore. Or onto another boat.
I mean, we're on the ocean. It's very difficult to track boat, I think.
Well, and we haven't gone that far, I'd assume. Right,
mean,
we
I
are,
can still
we
see
are
the
literally
shore, it's
just
right there.
now, like sailing away from the dock,
In
right?
fact, I can see a guard. They're waving. Hi.
I'm glad that you asked, Hayden,
They're not-
because
they're not
you
waving,
being
dear.
well-traveled, you would
Yeah.
most certainly know any nearby ports or ports of call that you could perhaps dock this stolen vessel. So let's take a look at the map.
I got here from the west.
Map.
New map, look at that.
You all are here. See that little dinky boat? That's you.
Yeah.
You
Kind of.
know that
Wait, did you
probably
put a
the
real boat on there? That's so cool.
you know that the nearest major port of call is going to be Linares, the next island over.
Yes,
Also-
that's how I got here.
Also, being a well-traveled individual, after hearing some of the conversation of Taj and Azric about their little predicament, you know somebody that can take care of that without pay. you know a guy, or in this case, you know a woman who can take care of this for you.
Oh,
Someone you ran into in your travels named Soraya, low-level priestess of a lightsmith in Linares.
Ah,
Owes you a favor.
quite. I'd nearly forgotten. So, if somehow we can manage this toy boat across the way to Linares, I might know a person that can help us from there.
Help us do it.
Get us on a bigger boat. Go somewhere far away from Rosedon.
oh, but what if I wanted to go to Rosedon? That's why I was there.
Or we can drop you off on shore.
We can leave you in Rosadon and we'll continue on our run.
Is that
I would not advise that, sis. Now that
scary
you're
lady?
wanted.
Oh,
We're all deemed heretics now by Rossadon.
I didn't do anything.
Hey Max,
you?
can you type in our chat then this lady or message me?
I absolutely will. And just so you know, I meant the predicament about the arcane ward not getting a boat.
Oh,
Did I happen to see any sea creatures about?
okay, more.
Yes, you see a school of fish kind of going by. You're away from Rosedon. It's been some like an hour, a couple hours away. So you're sort of hit the open water at this point, trying to figure out where you all are going. You see a small school of fish below you.
Is anybody hungry?
Famished, yes, absolutely.
Yes.
I just like reach down and start using my bucket to try to like catch the fish in the bucket.
Oh, you'll never catch them like that. They're too smart.
I'm smarter, dear.
Oh, well, I could catch some fish if you'd like.
Oh, yes, please put them in this bucket and I'll prepare them for everybody. I'm sure you're all famished after that last kerfuffle.
Can I use-
Do we know the understanding of the laws here, Max? Like, if we are wanted heretics from one island, will that carry over to other islands?
So the way that this works, let's make the map bigger picture again. The way that this works, each one of these major islands are all independently governed. They're all their own form of government. They're all city-states. Just because you're wanted in Rosedon does not mean you're wanted anywhere else. The only caveat to that is the Divine Order of Conservancy that you are now on their radar. However, they're not near as prevalent as like the local city guard or anything like that. They, the Divine Order Conservancy are sort of jointly funded by all 6 islands for specific purpose.
Can I use animal friendship to make those fish go into Cooter's bucket?
Do they know they're going to be eaten?
Oh,
Are you going to lie
it's
to
just a
them?
bucket. Yeah.
Of course not, they're fish.
I'll stick my head under the water if that's what's required.
One moment, please.
We need
Ron
dinner.
style.
I don't have any rations, so I don't know why I don't have any rations, but I don't have any.
Okay, the spell lets you convince a beast that you mean it no harm, you dirty, filthy liar.
Yeah.
So sure, you can convince a fish or two to hop in the bucket.
Yeah.
You stick your head underwater and what are you gonna tell them? What are you gonna tell these two
Just
fish?
like the biggest, most delicious fishies I see, and I'm just gonna say, hello, there's free food in this bucket.
Okay, and as you see, the school just goes that direction, and I will say that your bucket's big enough to fit 2 fish in there. So
Dinner.
you can.
Unbeknownst to the fish, there's like still little remnants of acidic goo in the bucket from its last inhabitant and start sizzling them alive as soon as they jump in the bucket.
Oh God.
I am not eating that.
I was gonna say add 2 rations to your sheet, but don't.
Just the outer edges of the
In-
fish. We're not gonna eat the skin anyways. It's fine.
Instead, just add an inspiration to your sheet. No food, but you're inspired.
Me? Oh. I already
To,
have an
to
inspiration.
Nina for melting those fish.
I already have an inspiration from last time too.
Well, then it goes away.
Wait, does the rule of you can have 2 carry over to this
No.
campaign?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
You can give it to someone, Nina,
I
if
got
you'd
it
like.
at the end of last game.
You can give it to someone, Nina, if you would like.
Oh, I can give it to someone.
Hmm.
I'm gonna give it to Taj to get us out of this when needed, because I can imagine it's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
there's gonna be some spicy meatballs.
Who
Very
on your
good.
crew are proficient in vehicles water?
Ooh, me.
Hayden and myself.
Yes.
You all know that your ship can move about 1 hex per day. That's as far as this little dinghy can get.
Is the distance to the other port enough for this little dinghy to make it?
Take you 3 days.
Okay.
If you
fantastic.
stick close to the coastline, which you're currently able to do, then you should be fine.
All right. That's what we'll do.
Does
All
that
right.
mean we sleep?
Not yet, unless you want to sleep during the middle of the day. Because when you left, it was the wee hours of the morning.
We had a rough go of it yesterday.
Wouldn't be opposed.
The old woman needs her sleep.
So, you all selected your next destination, I'm guessing is Linares?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I would have relayed or that's probably the closest place.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we want to sail right into the mouth of the abyss.
Oop.
All right. Any other discussions the crew would like to have before we start your journey?
Well, seeing as we are all stuck together, it's probably best if we just get along.
Oh dear, I can get along with anybody in this whole world.
Excellent.
You guys just need to stop causing trouble. You're going to get yourselves hurt.
I will keep that in mind. Thank you, Cutie.
She keeps like cleaning the fish.
Oh,
Does anybody have anything else to eat?
I have some rations left. Which I'm happy to give to other people because I'm more tolerant of random sashimi. Goose sashimi.
I have 1 ration left.
I have one day's worth of rations too.
I think you all have 10 days of rations, and they
Oh,
just weigh,
sweet.
yeah.
The quantity. There it is.
Oh yeah, there you go. Rations
Aw.
1 day times 10. Oh, we'll be
Wait.
fine then.
I do have
I have
rations.
5.
Oh,
Never mind. I found some snacks in my bag.
Good old-fashioned hardtack.
What's hardtack?
It's this wholly unappetizing thing right here.
Then why do you eat it?
There's not much else.
My mouth
Oh.
instantly dried up as you just mentioned it. Oh.
Is it
Most sailors have
normal surface food? I mean food?
No, it's the sort of thing that doesn't go bad when you're sailing for months at a time.
So sailors eat it. Is that right? Oh,
The
More or less.
can I try it? I'll trade you one of my rations for one of yours.
Sure. I will, using the back end of my short sword, like, hit it a couple times and break a corner off, and then hand it.
Let's see, what do I have? Emmy will pull out what looks like a little block of like a little seaweed packet, and but it's like wet. It's not like dried seaweed, but she'll just pull out some like old looking seaweed and kind of tear off a big chunk of it with her teeth and hand that to you in exchange.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Does that mean you're a little tired of seafood, Hayden? You spend a lot of time on the open water.
I have. Yeah. I mean, I'll never turn down a good fish, though.
Oh, wonderful. I can make some killer fish.
Ooh, I
You
love
like-
fish.
Hands over the nice sashimi she's prepared. I've
Um,
cleared off all the goop. No worries. This is fresh, wonderful, fresh as you can get straight from the ocean.
Sure. I'll gladly take some.
Does it smell like the goop?
No, it's nice and
Okay,
nice and
and I'll take
clean
some
now.
too.
Yeah.
I'll also hand you some of the seaweed.
Luckily, the bucket
make
washed out a little bit
little-
more.
Sashimi, hardtack, seaweed, sandwiches, Lunchables.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Like oh, what are they called? What are they called? I think they make them in Hawaii a lot with
Oh,
spam.
masubi.
Yes.
Reading little masubis.
Yeah,
Like little gross masubis. Gross subies. No offense to anyone who that's your cultural food, because those are delicious and this is not.
Yeah.
So you begin your journey sailing this little dinghy. Both of you are able to pilot the ship, period, because you are able to control water vehicles. Normally by sea. I see, Azric, you are proficient in navigator's tools. However, you don't have any currently. So until you acquire some of those, in order to navigate, someone will need to roll a survival roll. Sort of try and figure out where in the hell you are and where you're going.
Anyone good at that?
Nope.
What, navigating?
Survival? I can do that.
I can do survival.
I don't have.
I'll
good
do survival.
Pick one person, because
I
it's for
wasn't
all
good at that
day.
last time, so it'd be fun to be good at it this time. Let's see. 15?
Easy enough. You are able to use the clear skies and the sun to map your course out. And your first day of travel was honestly quite nice. Nice sunny day, the breeze is in your favor. You're able to get on through the rest of the night, hugging the coastline, making your way to Linares.
Having a good sleepy time? Question mark.
Yes, you will get a sleepy time. Everyone mark a
Yes.
Everyone mark a ration off of your character sheet as well.
Right.
One ration consumed.
It is now the third day of the month of Quartus, and you are hugging this coastline here. I'd like someone to just roll a d8 for me.
All right.
You don't want it to be me.
Well, you don't know. We don't know if it's good or bad.
That's a
Yeah,
one.
if you rolled it. Oh, it's a
Yeah.
1.
It's a 1. Okay. So as you are making your way and going from the port of Rosadon towards Linares, it's you're not quite in open seas here, but there's a brief point in time where you can't see land in either direction. Not the deeps, or not the depths, but close enough. And as you are making your way there, you see what appears to be a larger ship in the distance, unmoving. And it looks like the main mast is sort of laying on its side.
About how far away would you say? Just on the horizon, or
500 yards.
Like the mast is.
It's knocked over. Well, the main
Okay.
mast is. The other two, you're not sure. They're still technically standing.
I think it's best we try to avoid that.
We may have supplies that we need.
Mm-hmm. It could be a good idea.
How many days
It
has it
could
passed
also be
since
trapped.
we were brought ashore?
Since you were brought ashore, probably 1.5 seas or so. 'Cause you took some naps in the hospital.
I don't know, Taj. It might be a bad idea considering how we got here.
I see two possible scenarios. One, they got caught up in a storm and are now stranded. Or they were attacked. In which case they probably don't have anything of value aboard. Is it worth the risk?
Considering that we're in that excuse of a boat, I don't.
Make a perception check, all of you.
19.
16.
9.
18.
I can't find perception. Oh, there it is. 3.
Okay. Cooter and Taj, as you're trying to see, this boat's quite a bit of ways away. The reflection of the water maybe is playing with your eyes and you're having trouble seeing anything other than a boat out there. For the rest of you, you notice that, yes, the main mast is fallen. There's no other visible damage to the ship. And you don't see anyone on deck at all. Empty. And a ship of this size, a sailing vessel, would need at least average crew size of 40 to man.
This is definitely a trap.
Then we should go right by.
Keep our
All in,
distance.
all in favor of avoiding it? Please raise your
Aye.
hand. All right, excellent. Let us be on our way.
Okay. So you keep a wide berth of this ship. And as you're sort of keeping your distance, skirting around the edge, you pass by the ship. You don't see any other ships in the area to intercept you, perhaps. You don't see any other patrols pass by the vessel after adjusting your course, and you make your way through the rest of the day, leaving the treasures behind.
Yeah, I was shocked
That
you
is-
guys didn't want to go, especially Mac.
No, I'm not trying to get robbed.
Yeah. We're not exactly
Most of
well
my
equipped
characters are
enough.
partial to shinies, but Kuta doesn't require them.
You said the mast was down.
Broken. You changing your mind now?
No, I'm just wondering if, in observing it, if I caught any markings that would say it's was from maybe a company or some flags, maybe anything.
Make a history check, Hayden, and
Okay.
Taj and Azric roll history with advantage.
Me. 18.
Advantage, thank God.
History, nat 20, 21.
Ooh.
Nice.
8. We have
8.
2 dice in dice jail right now, just so you know the record.
Um,
There's 2.
Taj, your day-to-day sort of duties on your previous vessel didn't really leave you with the particulars of what's happening here. Hayden, you notice this is a merchant ship, right? It's for sailing goods back and forth between the city-states. There are many, many, many shipping lanes from island to island across the pinnacle depths. Well, sort of, in your experience here, having the mast sort of just laid down, that doesn't typically happen, right? Strange that there was very little other damage, so you think that it may have been sabotaged on purpose. For Azric, you know without a doubt this vessel was plundered by pirates, 100%. Typically, depending on how readily the crew will surrender to said pirates, they will offer an ultimatum to the crew of the merchant vessel to join them or to die. More often than not, they end up joining them. Before leaving the vessel, they will leave the captain marooned there on the vessel to die, and they will disable the ship, preventing anyone else from using it. So aside from the mast being completely broken and toppled over, they more than likely cut many of the rigging, and from experience, they've also removed the ropes for controlling the rudder by the helm. So even if someone wanted that ship, it would take quite a bit of repairs to get it back to ship shape, and it would probably need to happen while careened on land. So they've pretty much just made this boat literally dead in the water.
Boom. I think you're just
I relay that to the party, but I'll omit the captain being marooned.
All right. So, as you sort of commiserate about the mystery of the disabled ship there, that will be your second day of travel.
Oh, snap.
another ration.
Another ration.
Okay.
So, as your
How
ship...
tired are we of eating our gross Lunchables at this point?
Yeah, they're gone.
You have rations, so...
Yeah, but they're not good, right?
Fish probably
But the
wouldn't last more than a day.
Lunchables are done.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Spoiled.
On your next day's voyage, someone else roll me a d8.
I'll do it. 5.
A 5. All right. I would like for all of you to roll me some dice. Play what it is in 1 second.
Kind of nice.
Is it
Like
initiative or perception?
Everyone, please roll a wisdom saving throw.
Shit.
Hey.
Oh, I'm good at that.
Saving throws, for anyone who doesn't know, is the little box in the left corner.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was out here adding the wrong numbers in the last campaign, and I want to save everyone from all that devastation.
I need to ask if
you.
this is a charmed
Speaking of
condition.
devastation.
Yes.
Ooh, I have advantage.
God for advantage because I rolled a 1.
Advantage didn't help me.
I have a 13.
A 13 for Azric.
8.
8 for Hayden.
21.
21 for Taj.
6.
6 for Cooter.
10.
10 for Emmy.
Oh, I would also like to use I'm gonna DM you something. So just so you know, just because we slept and I want to remember, so I'm gonna DM you.
Okay. Emmy, Hayden, and Cooter. Sort of, you start to hear a very, very eerie but pleasant song. Someone singing perhaps in
This is
the
not good.
distance, sounding like a beautiful aria from famous opera. Taj and Azric, you hear the most blood-curdling screeches coming as you are hugging the coast, trying to make your way over to Linares. I would like for you all to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
15.
I will collect them in just a moment. I need to do
I will
some
remind you momentarily.
yeah. I need to do some screen juggling. Alrighty. I think some battle music is in order. How about you all?
Oh,
Oh boy, here we go.
I'm not
Good thing we
prepared.
All right, Taj, what is your initiative?
14.
Azric,
13.
Aiden,
9.
Cooter,
15.
15, and Emmy,
2.
a 2. Fantastic. So, Cooter, I will denote this. Hayden, and Emmy,
Boy.
you are all charmed by the harpy's luring songs.
Mhm.
On your turn, let me read through this real quick. If the charmed target is more than 5 feet away from the harpy, so this is the harpy that is sang their song and charmed you, you must move on your turn towards the harpy by the most direct route to get right next to her. You will repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. But you were charmed by it and you want to get right next to her by any means possible, which in this case would be getting out of your boat. So, makes sense?
Makes sense.
Mhm.
Alrighty. Up first is going to be this harpy. And they're going to begin flying off of their perch here. And they're going to dash and just fly about 20 feet in the air above the water. And
This water looks amazing, by the way.
Yeah.
Really good.
I'm so glad we're doing a seafaring campaign, because those are always the prettiest maps. And this one's from Dynamic Dungeons, my favorites. So
It's so beautiful.
yes. So for Azric and Taj, because you saved, you're immune to this harpy song. However, not from the others. So we'll keep that in mind. But this harpy's done for now. Up next is this harpy with a bonus action. She's going to keep singing. And she is going to hold her action for when friends get close. Up next, this harpy. It's gonna fly in the air here and is going to start singing her own song. So Taj and Azric, you all make a wisdom saving throw for me. The others don't have to because you're already charmed by somebody else.
15.
What's that?
15.
You're immune to this one as well.
20.
You're immune to this one as well. Cooter, with all your heart, you want to get right next to this harpy. And that's what you want out of life.
Does she have to try to kill herself? Because she already told us she can't swim.
Can you not swim?
Well, she can kind of paddle, waddle. I don't know. Like she kind of can, sort of, maybe.
She can tread
Okay.
water.
Who knows? We'll
I
find
thought
out.
you said
She-
you'd sink like a rock, so I was scared.
well, in the middle of the ocean, of course. Oh, do I move and then do a saving?
The saving throw will be at the end of the turn.
Yeah.
So you'll have to move, use your movement to get as close as you can.
Oh, how many squares is it?
30 feet is your movement, so it should tell you if you use the little ruler.
Uh-huh.
You will be at
Oh,
half
boy.
speed in the water because you don't have a swimming speed. So
Oh, okay, so it'd
There's
be like
5 feet.
15.
yeah,
It'd be like here. No, let me. Like there, maybe? Question mark? And she's just kind of like floating on her back towards her, just like
Right there. You're all floating in the water, waiting to be with your new harpy best friend. So you are charmed. You can still you cannot attack the person that's charming you, but if you wanted to do anything else with your turn, you could. So you recognize these as enemies, but this one is your BFF. So if there's anything else you want to do on your turn, you can.
Oh, so I can attack
Oh.
other ones.
No, I lied. You're incapacitated as well. So
Yeah,
you
that's what
cannot.
I thought. I thought I was just like
I know how to
in
read.
my own world on the rainbow road to my new best friend.
That's exactly correct. It would help if I read the next line. So that's your turn. Cooter, you're gonna go see your new best friend. Taj,
Mhm.
you hear just blood-curdling screeches just all throughout the atmosphere here. It's horrible.
I am going to attempt to ice knife the one closest to us.
Got you. And I forgot, Cooter, roll your wisdom saving throw.
And I'll make a
Uh,
range spell check.
13.
You are no longer charmed.
No.
And go ahead, Taj, for this one. Ice knife.
What's happening?
I'm gonna use my inspiration to do the reroll, like
Roll
what do you call it?
2d20? Yeah.
Yeah. I cannot simple math. 17.
17 will hit the harpy.
Then why do I never have a D10 just on top of my dice? Like, what the heck? I have so much dice.
Why do you hate the
All in
spaceship dice?
They're all at the bottom. How is there not one? Oh my god, I'm gonna kill my dice. They all go to jail.
That's the kind of night it is tonight.
Yeah. Oh, great. Okay, 2. They don't like being yelled at.
2 damage. Got it.
Yeah. Also goes to jail. We have 3 dice in jail right now.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Azric, you also hear the same just blood-curdling shrieks.
Oh, God. Unbearable. This is the one singing, correct? On the rocks?
This one tried to sing. This one tried to sing. This one has not yet.
Oh, wait. I didn't read this fully. The target and so okay. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
On a hit, the target takes 1d10 piercing damage. Hit or miss, the shard then explodes.
Mhm.
The target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
They got a 19, so they succeed.
Rude.
Azric.
Hello. Azric, I'm gonna target the harpy on the rocks
Mhm.
and as a bonus action cast Hex.
Okay. What stat will you be hexing?
I will choose dexterity.
Okay.
And then I'm going to extend my arm and unleash for the first time Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
All right. What does it look
woo.
like
The
as
first
you're
of many.
Eldritch blasting?
This theme of like a fuelish, bluish, like ghostly hue of a tentacle shoots out that's cackling with electric energy. Shoots out and strikes it.
All right. Make your roll.
Maybe, hold on, let me roll first. Maybe it won't. 21.
21 hits.
Okay, I'll take 13 damage.
13 damage. All right. Quite a poppable hit.
My goal is to stop it from singing if that does the thing.
It's not gonna stop her from singing, but it's gonna hurt real bad.
And that is all I do.
Mhm. Okay, this harpy. It's going to take flight.
I'm like mesmerized by the water.
And it's 15
I can't stop
feet
staring
above
at
you.
the map.
That will be it for them. Hayden, you are incapacitated. You were charmed. The only thing that you want in life is to use all your speed to get to this harpy.
Gotta take a swim. So I think I had the same move speed as Cooter, so I'm probably just gonna be right next to them.
Yep, probably right there. Yep.
Splash!
And make another wisdom saving throw.
Come on, donuts, don't fail. Yeah, I know. I'm probably still charmed.
What is it?
4.
You're still charmed, yes. Up next, this harpy. It will be flying above the water. This harpy. Also flying above the water. Emmy, all you want in life is to get close to your harpy best friend.
I love harpies. I'm gonna leap into the water and do a really beautiful dive
Mm-hmm.
and start swimming. How far can I get?
You can
Oh,
get this
actually,
far.
wait a minute. I can get further, can't I?
You sure can.
'Cause I have a swim speed.
You sure do.
Okay.
You can go here.
5, 10, 15, 20. Yep. I will go to there.
and make a wisdom saving throw for me.
19 plus 5.
You are no longer charmed, and before you is this grotesque figure that vaguely looks like a humanoid woman, but her legs sort of go from skin to scales and talons at the end of her feet, and then she has sort of these mottled looking wings coming out of her back. And where you once heard a beautiful song coming from her lips, as you grow closer and shake off the charm, it is awful, blood curdling screeches that pain your eardrums.
I just let out a little squeal and then like try to hide under the water. I can't really do anything though. So end of my turn.
This harpy has not sung yet, so I need everyone except for Hayden to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh man.
5.
Okay. Cooter, you now charmed by this one.
9.
Taj, you were charmed by this one. Azric?
18.
You're not charmed. And now, Azric, you're immune to all of them. So as soon as you make a save, you're immune to that harpy.
Okay.
Emmy,
23.
you are immune to that harpy as well. So I believe once Taj, Cooter, and Hayden, I guess Taj and Cooter shake this one off, then you won't have to worry about him anymore. Okay. Up next is going to be this harpy. She will leap off of this rock here, keeping her song going for Hayden. Is going to fly above the water and is going to attack Emmy. Emmy, the first hit is a 13, which hits your AC.
Sorry, there's two puppies singing some siren songs of their own.
Emmy, the first attack hit you.
how much
You will
damage?
take 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
Second attack will also hit you with 14 to your AC, and you will take an additional 5 bludgeoning damage. So she comes off of the rock, grabs a large piece of driftwood, claws you with her feet, and then just hits you over the head with the piece of driftwood.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Up next, this one's going to fly over to you, Emmy, and do the same. The first one's a miss. It's a 6 to your AC. The second one is a 10. I think a 10 actually hits
That's
your
the
AC.
same. It matches.
You will take 3 bludgeoning damage as she hits you with a piece of driftwood
Okay, I
as well.
am not looking good.
Cooter, you want to see your best friend.
Ooh. Wait, which one was it that charmed me this time?
This one.
This one over there. Okay. So it would be like let me.
Yep.
Let me get to my best friend.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
5.
All right, you're still
Nice in
charmed.
jail.
Taj, this harpy is your best friend now, and you want to be there.
What does that mean? I have to walk towards it?
Yes, you have to use all of your movement to walk towards it. So I believe you can get right next to Cooter here.
Okay. Can I like break it or like use an action to break it or?
So you'll move here. That's the end of your turn, and then now you can make a wisdom saving throw.
That's it? I don't get to like do
Nope.
anything?
You're incapacitated.
17.
You are now immune, I think, to all the harpies. So you find yourself stepping off of the boat, swimming in the water, and as you get closer, you realize that it's no longer a sweet song. It's horrible. And now you're pissed off because you're wet and, and you're hearing screeching bird ladies. Azric.
Hello. I see these 3 flying over here in the air, and I'm going to position my spell Shatter to be above Hooter and Taj so they stay out of the 10-foot radius.
Very nice.
And they need to make a Constitution saving throw of 13.
Constitution. Okay, I will do this one first. They will fail. I'll do this one second. They will succeed. And we'll do this one. And they will also fail.
All right, the ones who failed take 20
Okay.
thunder damage, and the one that made it take 10.
This one takes 10. These two, explain to me how they're obliterated by your shatter spell.
Their heads just pop through the sheer amounts of pain and high-pitched noise.
Amazing.
And blood rains down on Taj and Gooder.
That does happen, yeah.
And you
And she
hear
doesn't care. She's just like this
Fine.
emote, just
They're
covered
in
in
the water.
blood. She's just like this and just like, oh, with her face just like with blood dripping down.
Jeez. Anything else you'd like to do, Azric?
That is all I do.
Hayden, this harpy's your best friend, so
Yeah.
we'll move you closer. Oh, you're right there.
Yeah.
Make your wisdom saving throw.
No.
What'd you get?
4 again.
A 4.
again.
Okay.
My
You-
dice suck tonight.
Let's see. Gotcha. Okay. Up next is going to be this harpy, and they're going to fly right over to you, Azric.
Right.
And they are going to try and bite and claw you to death. The bite is a natural 20.
Yep.
You will take 8 piercing damage from the bite,
Hey,
and the claws are 15 to your AC.
that is a hit.
You will take 3 slashing damage from their claws.
Quick question, Max.
Yes.
If is for like elves and half elves, is the advantage on saves every single time we make a save, or is it just on the initial one that charmed us?
Let's see. I mean, it's against being charmed, so it would be every single time.
Oh, okay. Well,
Roll another one. See if you break it.
watch it be like even worse. Maybe not. 13 on that one.
You're no longer charmed.
Yay. I should have did that on the one before that too, but I wasn't sure on.
That's okay.
If
We're
you
learning.
don't ask, you don't receive.
True.
It's only your second combat with these characters, so
Yeah.
Emmy.
Okay, I'm suddenly in the water, surrounded by harpies. Now, you said they're flying 5 feet up, right?
Yep, they're above you, within reach.
Okay. Oh, they are within reach.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Then I'm going to
Instead of being here, they're here.
use primal savagery, and my jaw will kind of like unhook like some sort of sea serpent thing, and then my teeth will grow into fangs, and I'm gonna take a big old chomp at one of them.
Gross. Which one would you like to chomp at? This one looks to be more injured.
Yeah, that one, and it needs to make a intelligence. No, I can just hit it. It's a +5. That's what it is. That was a 1, so 6.
A natural one,
Yeah.
then it does not hit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hayden,
This dice is now in jail. I don't have a jail, but this dice is. I'm gonna mail it to
You can-
Mac to put in her jail.
You can mail it to my
Jail.
office. I have a jail
Okay.
back there.
4 labs.
All right, Emmy,
But I
you.
do have a bonus action that I would like to do
Uh-huh.
because that was a cantrip. So I'd like to
Yes.
bonus action healing spirit.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast it right the heck on myself,
Sure.
so that I think that means I can get its healing this turn.
Let me see. Healing Spirit. I have no idea because I've only played a druid once, so let's take a look.
Or it starts your turn or moves into it, but I'm putting it on top of myself, so it's not clear. So I'm not starting my turn and I'm not moving into it, but I also am suddenly in it, and I feel like that's the same.
It would be
vibe.
next time. So, okay. Until the spell ends, whenever you or a creature you can see moves into the spirit space for the first time. I mean, technically, you could move forward then backwards. So who cares? It's fine.
Oh yeah, I could move myself
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
forward then backwards. Okay, I'll do that, and then I'm gonna give myself some healing because I really desperately need it. So...
It stays there, right?
It does. I can move it as a bonus action on my next turn. So yeah, you need a blue dot. Suddenly a spectral looking jellyfish comes out of the water, a bunch of them, and they start swarming around me.
This has been a... Hayden snaps to and sees an ugly bird, then sees your jaws open up in a crazy ass way, and now there's floating jellyfish around her.
You're like, what was in that musubi that we ate?
There you
I
go.
don't think that
There's your
fish was
blue dot.
okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And anyone else can move into it for healing too. So
Pretty.
Oh,
What's its range? How big is it? Just 5 feet?
it's just 5 feet.
Yeah, so it'll be on top of you now.
Wow.
No, let's say I put it in front of me and then moved in and then out.
Sure.
That's what I want to do, because then someone else can move into it if they need to.
Okay. Up next is this harpy. And it is going to swoop over to Taj and take some swings at you.
I am going to not do. I'm gonna interfere.
So the first hit is an 8 to your AC, which is not going to hit you. The second one is a 12 to your AC. Is there anything that you would like to do about this?
Yes. So I'm going to interfere and say like I'm gonna say not today or whatever, and then change it to the to this. At the end of it here.
So you were using your portent.
I didn't want to say it yet.
Oh, well, I mean, people have to know what's going on.
Okay, you ruined this epic moment.
So you are doing a thing and they don't hit you. There you go.
Thank you.
So I didn't know you were keeping that a secret. So it's just it's a feature, but
Yeah,
they don't
I've
hit
been
you.
keeping it a secret for a while, but never mind. So, okay, it's fine. Yes, they do not hit me.
Alrighty. And up next is going to be this one.
La 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 la.
They are going to attack Hayden. Hayden, a 12 to your AC on one.
Nope.
And another 12 to your AC.
Nope.
All right, and this harpy is going to attack Emmy. 21 to your AC and an
Oh
18.
yeah, that'll hit me. Oh yeah,
You're gonna
might
take
be dead.
8 slashing damage,
Mm-hmm.
4 bludgeoning damage.
Good thing I used that heal last turn.
Oh.
Okay. And then Cooter, it's your turn. You're next to your harpy friend, so that's all you want in life. Now make a
Yes.
wisdom save.
5. This one's also in jail.
Okay.
We need new dice, you guys. We just need all new dice. Throw them all out. Start over.
Todd,
I
it's your
just
turn.
bought 5 sets.
The one that hit me, I am going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on them.
Taj's
Okay.
hideous laughter?
Tasha's.
Oh.
But yeah,
Tasha's?
Tasha's. Love that. Love that. We just fix that? No.
Yeah, that's what it's called from now on.
Yeah.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Natural 1.
Let's go. So now they're prone.
When a flying creature falls prone, I don't believe they can hover. They fall in the water. Ploosh.
They are incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration. A creature within at the end of its turn at the end of each of its turn, and each time it takes damage, the target can take another wisdom saving throw at
Gotcha.
it if it wants to. The target has advantage on the saving throw if it's triggered by damage.
Perfect. All right. They are just laughing underwater. That could cause some complications because breathing and under the water don't mix.
I will then say, do not hit it. It will die on its own.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right. Azric.
Okay, Azur's gonna blast the one by the rocks.
Okay,
Knowing the
go
one
for it.
Well, to hit does a 14 hit?
A 14 on this one is a hit.
Excellent. It will take. Oh, ghetto crit. Maximum damage of a 19.
19 damage. Very nice. Still
Carrying
alive.
combat today.
Going good.
Not looking good. Anything else you'd like to do?
That is all.
Aiden.
How about this one's only 5 feet above me.
You can hit both of them.
Has this one taken any hits yet?
The one that's below you is almost dead. The one over there is not taking a single hit.
Can I slip on into this circle here?
Yeah, and you get the healing from Emmy, I believe. So Emmy, roll the heal for that.
I think I'm in good shape.
Okay.
I would like.
If you want the healing, you can take 3 healing from it. It's up to you. Just let me know because it only has 4 uses.
Yeah. So. Okay, I'll try to remember that. The one here in front of Emmy.
Mhm.
I would like to attack that one.
Go for it.
Okay. First attack with this character.
Mm-hmm.
And it's probably a miss.
What is it?
It's like 7.
7 total. 7 will not do it.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see I don't.
You have a bonus
I could
action?
attack. Yeah, I could attack. Try with my short sword this time.
Okay. It's the same one.
No, I'll twist around and attack the one that's behind me with the short sword.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
That's much better. It's 19 plus 5.
Mm-hmm. That hits definitely. Roll your damage with sneak attack.
Do I get sneak attack?
Your ally is next to you.
That is true. I was thinking about the other thing.
Mhm.
Okay. New
I should
damage.
say your ally is adjacent to your enemy.
So it's a D6 for the short sword, and then sneak attack is 2 extra D6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's 8 plus 6?
14.
14 damage on that one.
This harpy is obliterated.
Hey,
What does it look
stab.
like as you stab it with your short sword?
I swing at the first one with my saber, and it just swoops out of range. And I quickly turn on the water and just jab the one behind me straight through the mouth with the short sword,
Very nice.
as it's trying to sing or something.
Mm-hmm. Up next is this harpy that's assailing you, Azric.
Right.
The first attack is a 12.
Is a miss.
Second attack is an 8. Both misses.
Also miss. Excellent.
I have a question for you. Are you currently missing any hit points?
I am missing hit point.
Okay. One of the attacks does hit you.
All right.
You will take 5 slashing damage.
All right.
You notice that in the last attack, after it drew blood, it sort of went into a frenzy, kind of driven mad by your blood.
Oh.
Mm.
Emmy.
Okay. I'm just gonna. You know what? I'm just gonna focus on not dying. I'm gonna swim away. Can I disengage in the water?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get back on the. No, I'm gonna go over here. There's one. I'm gonna start for the boat, and then I see there's one on the boat, and I'm just like, and I just start swimming out to sea.
Okay.
Like,
Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
yeah, I would like to. Who looks hurt? Hayden, did
You.
you take the healing?
I haven't been touched.
Okay, I'm gonna move that healing orb. You know what? It's following me. Come on, jellyfish, let's go. I'm gonna move it right back onto myself.
Okay.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. You could have moved it and then moved into it, so yeah.
Yeah, it would actually be one because it can't move it that far. It'd be one behind me.
Alrighty. Up
Oh,
next,
I was at one. I needed that.
I believe this harpy is laughing under the water for the duration. It makes another save at the end, I believe, right? If Taj's hideous laughter.
I was just hideous laughter.
But I don't think a 3 is gonna cut it, so still laughing under the water.
Mm. Are they drowning yet?
They are very soon.
Nice.
They are very soon. Up next, this one is gonna attack Hayden. The first one's an 11 to your AC.
Yep.
Second one's a 10. It's both misses.
Oh.
Cooter is content with her life because her friend is right next to her underwater, and that's just great for her. Cooter, roll a wisdom saving throw.
12.
You are no longer charmed at the end of your turn.
Yes.
Taj.
I am gonna throw a good old-fashioned firebolt at the other harpy.
The one next to Azric or the one next to Hayden?
Wait, actually, no. I'm gonna do Toll of the Dead. On the one next this one.
Okay. And they need to make a wisdom save. Is that right?
Yeah.
It's a 4. It fails. They are at full health though.
Oh, they are at full health.
Mhm.
Damn it. I thought they were damaged. That's why I chose that one. That's okay.
Hayden missed that one earlier.
That's right. It was a missies. Okay. God damn it. Okay, 1.
1, got it. They are no longer
In-
at full health.
Jail it goes.
Is your jail
there.
full?
Jail is not full
Dice
yet,
are in there.
but it's getting full. There's 4 dice in there, if you're wondering.
Oh man.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No, I'm good.
Azric.
Where do you get dice gel from? I want one of those.
Oh, I got it from C4 Labs at Comic-Con. Not sponsored, but like if you're listening, sponsor us.
Because we need them.
Yeah,
Nice.
dice jail for everyone.
Yeah, this round we
Just
do.
say I need a dice jail.
All right, I'm gonna use my bonus action to move my hex onto one above me, and then I'm gonna blast it with the cool tentacle.
So anyway, you started blasting. I think you get disadvantage because it's within melee of you. It's a spell attack, isn't it?
It is a spell attack, yeah. Okay, I'll allow it. With 12 hit.
You'll allow it. 11, you said?
12.
A 12 does hit. Its AC is 11. So just in case you don't know, a ranged spell attack or a ranged attack against a foe that is in melee with you, you get disadvantage. So
Got it. It shall take 14, 17 eldritch damage.
all right. This you lunge your eldritch energy into this harpy. It just sort of tell me how it dies. I'll let you explain it.
The blast connects it through its torso, and the tentacle just going through it and
Amazing.
wraps around it as it falls.
Amazing. Hayden.
Right. Okay. I'm going to swing my saber at the one just in front of me.
Go for it.
Swing. That's 19 plus numbers.
That hits. Roll your numbers plus sneak numbers.
So a D8 plus 2D6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. To find my D8. Here we go. 10 damage on that.
10 damage. Definitely a mighty blow. Still looking okay though.
And as the bonus action, I will try to hit it with my short sword.
All right.
Try being that keyword here. That is 9 plus 5?
That's enough.
13. Yes. And this is just a D6. 3 damage on that hit.
All right. Chipping away.
And because I am a swashbuckler,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to move.
Where would you like to go?
5, 10, 15 right there.
Okay.
Right.
Kimmy.
Okay, I'm going to cure wounds myself,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna swim in and out of the jellyfish one more time.
Okay. Is that the end of your jellyfish?
I think it has one more.
Okay.
So I believe I still have an action though.
You do not because you cast Cure Wounds.
Oh yeah, sorry. My brain failed on me there for a second.
Mhm.
I was so flummoxed by the fact that I rolled a 1 on the healing D8.
Oh no. Anything
Okay.
else?
Nope, that's my turn.
This harpy makes their wisdom saving throw. If they fail this, they will drown.
Nice. Oh, yeah. Wait, never mind. Wait, actually,
Nice.
is it a fail against mine?
Yes, they have to roll against your spell save DC, whatever that number is.
And they don't get to add anything to it?
they add their constitution to it. Or sorry, their wisdom.
They add their wisdom to it.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Never mind then.
But it is an 11, which I believe does not beat your spell save DC. So, Taj and Cooter, this harpy was screeching in the sky, fell out and hit the water and started to sink and began laughing maniacally for the past 15 or so seconds. And as they're laughing and trying to breathe in, it goes from laughing to coughing to and then the harpy ceases moving and has drowned itself.
Nice.
I come out of my charm just like, oh dear. Oh.
And then I like smirk and I'm like, I guess it was very funny that you hit me.
This one is going to move over to Hayden, angry for taking that sneak attack damage. And the first hit's going to miss. The second is 15, will hit.
Yeah.
That is 4 bludgeoning damage as it swipes that piece of driftwood across your face.
Ow.
Cooter, welcome to the combat.
Oh, thank you.
I realized she was charmed the whole time.
Yeah.
Here I am, guys. I'm helping.
Amazing.
I'm on my way. What do I do?
You've had all this time to think.
How far away is it? I think I can just try to crossbow. I think that's all I.
Sure.
Actually, God, I wish I had a staff. I wish that because there were so many times people were like, what if you had a walking stick? And I would be like, that would be hilarious, but I don't have a staff.
You can always buy one
However-
next time you're in port.
Can I, I can move before I attack?
Absolutely.
Can I then 5 feet, so that has to be adjacent, right? Or can it be from like
you can just
one
get next to
square away?
it. That's fine.
Okay, so I get your booty over there, girl. She's gonna like waddle over, splishy splashy, and then just unarmed strike, bonk this harpy on like the back of the head.
Unarmed strike, okay.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and
She's
roll your.
helping. Roll my to hit.
Yes, please. I realized I just stopped talking there, but yeah, roll your to hit with your unarmed
You
strike.
did.
I thought maybe it cut out. 17. I'm gonna call it 17. It landed outside of my thing.
Are you using your claws as a turtle?
Not intentionally.
Okay.
I'm intending to bonk, but
Okay.
sometimes you can't control them if they come out.
My question is, are you
So it's
taking
an
the 2
option.
bludgeoning damage or the 1d4 plus 1 slashing damage?
The bludgeoning damage was intended because
Gotcha.
I'm still traumatized from our last round of combat.
Yes, makes sense. So you give it a bop.
Yeah, we're
as
trying
it's
to
Does
flying
she have
above
an
you.
inspiration for that?
She already
I-
has one.
Yeah,
Oh.
I do. I have one.
I just thought
still
she
that I'm
deserved
holding
one.
onto.
So it takes 2 bludgeoning damage. Anything else would you like to do?
And then she goes, "Stop it! Stop that right now!" And then she keeps like splishy splashing.
Taj, one enemy left.
I am going to ice. Oh wait, never mind. They're standing right there. Never mind. We're gonna firebolt it.
Toll the bolt it? Which one? This enemy has been damaged. They are
Okay,
hurt.
yeah, toll the dead it. That's what we're gonna do it.
I don't believe a wisdom saving throw of 8 will cut it. So roll your toll the dead damage.
Nothing bad. God damn it, 1.
On your D12, you roll a 1. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Azric.
I'm gonna
Wait.
move my
Taj.
Actually, no, I can't do it anymore. No, I already rolled. Never mind.
Okay. Azric.
Okay, I'm gonna move my hex to this harpy, targeting their wisdom, and I'm gonna shoot a Eldritch Blast.
Go for it.
More than 11. 14?
Yes.
I'll take 13 damage.
Jesus. They're still barely flapping in the air. I will also say that when you choose the attribute for your hex, it does not count against saving throws. It only accounts against
Ability checks.
thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Okay. Anything else before we move over to Hayden?
That is all.
Hayden.
Let's see. Kind of just want to get out of the water.
This one is not looking very healthy. Sort of being blasted, stabbed, bleeding in, from the wings. Barely holding flight.
Okay. I twist my arm about it. I'll hit him.
You can do whatever you like. I'm just describing the scenario to you.
It's fine. I'm probably gonna hit it anyway. All right. Try to at least. 9 plus 5.
Yes.
Okay. And I also believe that's sneak attack because of.
Cooter, yes.
Well, yes.
Yeah, your ally is adjacent to the enemy.
That is 10 damage.
Tell me how you kill the last harpy.
Just a real quick flash of the saber across the back of it as it turns around to look at Cooter for bonking it, and just gives it a nice solid wound on the back.
Perfect. You slash your saber across its back. It lets out this last blood-curdling screech and then falls into the water. And you all are now out of initiative and relatively safe along this coastline. And with that, we're going to take our break.
Can I also note that it just straight up died dead in front of me, just like the other one just did. And so Cooter's just like, "Ah! Ah! Ah!"
Come on, Gran. We need to get back
for the
on
next
board.
15 minutes.
Does anybody need healing? There's
Before
one
we go
last
through that,
use.
we are taking our break right now.
Okay.
So you all can discuss healing, and we will be back here in just a little bit. So go grab some snacks, stretch your appendages, and we will BRB. See you in a few, everybody. And welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you have gotten some snacks, stretched your appendages, and are back waiting for more captivating casters and cantrips. So as you all defeat these harpies, you all regain your senses as your boat has drifted closer to the coast. Anything you'd like to do before you continue?
I think somebody's going to do something about healing or something before the break.
Oh, I have one last healing. If somebody wants a D6, let me know. Say I need it. If not, I'm gonna use it.
Well, you might be in more shape than I am. So.
I'm
Tyler
good.
just touches
Panic.
himself as his hands glow with radiant energy.
Okay, but I'm gonna use it
Some
for
of his
myself.
wounds begin to heal.
'Cause I need it. I am less squishy.
What?
So did we make it to Lenin's or Lenin's?
No, not yet. You're still where the battle happened. So, Azric, when you're using this healing energy, what color is glowing out of your hands?
Like a how do I say this? Kind of like the sun. I don't know, like a golden white.
So not similar to your Eldritch Blast coloring.
Yes, very different.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Anything you all want to do before you continue your journey to Linares?
Not for me.
Oh, I just need some time to calm down.
I'm gonna try to console Cooter. She's not looking so good.
So much death.
I'm
How
gonna
much
eat a
death?
heart attack.
That is just life on the sea, Kuda. I'm sorry that you have to see such carnage, but that is the ship we're in, so to speak.
He speaks true.
Does that mean there's gonna be a lot more killing and violence and blood?
Oh, so much, Emmy, so much.
Oh no.
Why? Cooter. Okay, so what's the plan when we get to Linares again?
We will lay low, possibly find an inn and acquire a better ship, or who knows? We'll get to
A
lay of the
better
land.
ship?
Yes.
We're gonna get a ship
Well,
and then
I know.
explore the world via the seas?
and then Hayden
explorers
knows someone
or
who
pirates?
can. What?
This is true. I'm acquainted with someone that can do something about. It was what?
There's an arcane ward. Oh, sorry, I don't have the booklet. Taj does. There's an arcane ward on a booklet that Taj and I need to open, and we need to remove it. Otherwise,
That's
probably
right.
will explode in our faces.
I might know someone that could help you with that.
Ooh, how much do they cost?
I'll have to ask him yourself. I don't know.
Well, where are they?
I don't have much experience or any whatsoever with magics.
How well do you
Not
know
really
this
anything.
person?
How well? My travels, there's someone I've gotten to know.
Would they be willing to offer mates rates?
What's mates rate?
We can
Bargains between friends, dear.
a friendly
Tit for
discount.
tat.
Bargains?
You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
You need your back scratched?
We can discuss that if we decide to actually.
I don't understand anything that you're saying right now.
You'll
not-
learn, sweetheart.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's not
that sounds
exactly
good.
important right now. What's important is that we make it to shore in one piece.
So let us be away, and hopefully we will not encounter any more thinking.
Oh, goodness, I hope not.
Yeah, that was awful.
I'm going
If
to take a
my heart
brief
could
rest,
take much
so if you don't
more.
mind. I'm going to sit down and collect my thoughts.
That's fine. I'll keep us on course.
Alrighty. So as you rest up after your battle with the harpies and continue your trek towards Linares, I'd like someone to roll a d8 for me.
I'll do it.
It's like, not at this time.
Not it.
Yeah.
When you say we rested, does that mean we like
Short
went
rest.
Mimi's, or is that just like we're just like chilling in the boat?
This is the end of this day. This is the next day now. So you gain a long
Ooh.
rest. You will use one
Okay.
more of your rations from your inventory. What was your roll on this one?
Nice.
7.
Clear skies,
Passes
good
fast.
wind. You make your way into the bay, and you are able to make your way into Linares. And as you are approaching, you can see a large sort of harbored area, high mountains, a mountain range that almost sort of circumnavigates the island as sort of a U shape. So almost the entire outer edge of this island are made up by these large mountain ranges. And as you grow closer, there's a very, very large harbor full of seafaring merchant vessels, other vessels that probably belong to the local government here, people passing through. And as you make your way in at the sort of head of this harbor, there is a huge metallic statue entering the port. And you can see that there is a woman wearing heavy armor.
Same one as in the other place we were?
The other one was a man. It was a gnomish man.
It was a gnome, right? But are they similar?
No. They are not similar. So, making your way closer, and this statue is dozens of feet, like hundreds of feet tall, perhaps.
It's kind of like Colossus of Rhodes level.
Yes, not like straddled over the bay, but sort of at the opening of it.
Oh, that's awesome.
And this statue is wearing heavy armor. You can see sort of in the middle, carved out as sort of a flame in the center point of the chest. This woman has sort of long hair pulled back into a ponytail, and she's holding what appears to be a smithing hammer onto her chest here. And then her arm is outstretched towards the sky. You all would know this to be the Lightsmith, patron god of Linares.
As we're sliding into port, I'll just say, I advise caution. Okay. Keep your magics in check. No casting of spells of any kind in public. It's not as strict as Rosendin, but it's... I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you're probably not registered users, right?
What?
Registered?
Give you that idea.
I would just keep it quiet. Don't draw too much attention, and we should be just fine.
Agreed. Yes.
Indeed.
Has anyone been here before aside from me?
Yes, I've cruised through once or twice in the past couple of centuries. She just like drifts off and starts staring off into the distance.
That's right. It's been a while since I've been here myself, but I know the layout a fair bit, so...
Well, excellent. And she'll be our guide.
Whoops.
Kimmy,
I'll give
can
it a
you
shot.
make a history check for me?
Yeah.
Just roll a history for me.
With advantage?
No, not with advantage.
F it. I'm using my inspiration and doing with advantage because I got
Okay.
excited when you started to say it. Yeah, let's see. That would be a 22.
Okay, so you listen to Hayden's sort of speech about magic and keeping it in check and being registered. You've picked up on something that's a recurring theme across the islands, and they specifically refer to arcane magics. However, you know that your magic is not arcane magic. So you're not sure if it's okay or not, but you know that your source of power is different than the people that have gotten in
Okay.
trouble.
Yeah, I can still cast spells, nerds.
Okay. So you take your little dinghy into the harbor here and find some place to find a slip to keep it in. Are you going to, I guess my question is, are you attempting to park this thing legally, or are you just going to leave it?
We're abandoning it, right?
Oh, we are totally leaving this. Yeah.
Like, we don't want anyone to connect us to this, right? Sorry, Emmy would not be thinking that, but I don't want her to get murdered because we made this mistake. So
Hope,
I certainly
you all
wasn't going to
can-
pay for it, so...
Yeah, let's just leave it off to the coast and then swim or walk away.
Okay. So
Or
would
maybe
you-
like a nearby beach just outside the harbor. We can just roll up on the beach.
yeah, you certainly could. If you don't want to go into the city proper, you could just kind of skirt around the entire harbor. It'd take a little bit of a trek by foot to
It's
get into the
whatever.
city, but
It's whatever the group wants. I just didn't know if we would.
I think it's a better idea to not draw attention to ourselves with the direction that we approach the city. Perhaps it's best to go around the coast from the other direction, you see.
All in favor of beaching it?
Aye.
Right?
I do love beaches.
We'll shift. We'll take a turn and shift away from the harbor and go to whatever the nearest beach is.
gotcha. So you are going towards the port. You take a vote with your crew and you steer hard to. I guess you don't really steer this boat. you
Got a rudder, right? It's got like
you
a,
steer the rudder. You don't turn a wheel, and you go hard to starboard and make your way outside of sort of the city. And you can find sort of beach. This is more of rocky terrain, but you find one that's safe enough to just run it aground, and you just leave it, abandon it. You grab all of your belongings and you start hoofing it towards town.
okay. Do we see a nearby road or?
Yeah, easy enough. You can go inland and find a road because the city is gigantic. You go far enough to a beach, but you can't miss it. You know the direction that you're going. You can see sort of the walls rising above, the very large stone buildings and the banners on the buildings as you're arriving.
Right. I mean, no one knows us here. We should be fine.
Well, welcome to Linares. Let's find us something. I guess we'll approach city gates or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. And you make your way and you find the city walls, and you can see the walls stretch all the way from inland to the sea. So there's no way to get in via land without going through the city gates. And there's not really a queue. The gates are open. People are being welcomed in and out. You see sort of banners hanging all throughout, and you've noticed, and you've been here before, Hayden, and you're very familiar with these banners. I'd like everyone to roll a history check for me.
12.
Also 12.
19.
17.
Okay.
Ooh, 21.
All right. So, Emmy and so 19. Who's the 17, or who's the 19 and 17?
I had 19.
Hayden and Emmy, and then Cooter would all definitely know this. As you enter in and see these banners, you can see the reds and golds of these banners. There is a large sort of hippogriff emblem on these banners. And when you enter in the city, you can see a large statue paying homage to Emperor Tertium, or Tertium.
Ember tortilla? What? Ember tertium?
Emperor Tertium. Tertium.
Is he part turtle?
No, the Emperor Tertium is a human man. You all know that Tertium is the 3rd month of the calendar.
Is he like, how do I know him? Is he like on money or something?
So the 3 of you that rolled quite high, the history of Erebos is one that many, many centuries ago, during the height of the Empire, the Emperor had decided to send large sort of colony vessels far to the west across the ocean. From the Emperor's standpoint, they were never heard from again. However, those ships landed here, formed settlements and colonies, and Linares, although they have been out of contact for many, many, many centuries, unable to reach the homeland via spell, send a ship that direction, they always seem to be unable to reach it. But they are still loyal to the last emperor that they knew of, which was Emperor Tertium.
Which was how many years ago?
Before my
Centuries ago.
time, dear.
Well, I've read about him, so I knew a little bit. I didn't know that people worshipped him here.
Mm-hmm. And for those of you who are familiar with our first campaign, this is the old empire that was fractured. In
The
campaign
old one. Okay.
They sent ships across the globe. So you enter in to the grand city of Linares.
Should
What's-
we find somewhere to stay firstly until we work out where we're going to be going and what we're going to be doing? My fins are killing me.
Yeah, we should do that and get our bearings in before we decide to do anything.
Hi.
Could we get something
Great.
to eat, though?
What do you like to eat, love? I might have some recommendations.
Fish, seaweed, sea urchin. I cover Pocket's ears, crab, lobster, and I uncover his ears.
Oh, several brilliant places and taverns down on the pier for that.
Ooh.
I think
Yes,
it was
please.
this way.
Make an investigation check for me to see how well you remember where this place is.
This was what, 100 years ago when you were here? There's
don't
no way it's still in
remember.
business.
7.
7. You do find it, but it's a situation where it's just around this corner, and you get to the corner and you don't recognize this corner. I think it's down the street, so you go down the street. No, this is the wrong tavern. Well, we could eat here. No, wrong tavern. You continue on, and it takes you from entering the city. It's about a 2 to 3 hour wandering trek throughout the city, and as you're assuring them that it is absolutely worth the wait until you find a nice dockside tavern, an inn here known as the Albatross.
Yeah, see, albatross, that's the one. I thought it was some kind of bird because they always collect the best seafood you see in the whole bay.
That is
And
true.
they bring the best of it here and cook it all fresh. Remember that brilliant fish we had on the dinghy?
Okay, let's please go inside. I felt like it took
Okay.
forever to get here. I'm even more hungry than I was
Let's
before.
go.
He seems
friend.
really angry. Is Astrid really angry? I'm like whispering to Taj.
I'm not angry. I mean, I'm
Oh,
just...
sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Whatever. Let's go inside.
So Kuda just like rocks up and
I'm
just
just
like
blinking at you
flings
with
the
the
door
giant
open like,
magnified eyes.
like we have arrived to the food.
Yeah. Absolutely. So you come in, and the clientele here are all pretty much sort of Linares Navy, sailors, merchants, that sort of vibe in this area. You can either grab a table, saddle up to the bar, whatever strikes your fancy.
I mean, he's completely watching you guys, like trying to figure out what to do.
I'm definitely heading to the bar for a drink.
Kudo grabs like the nearest like booth she can and like picks up a menu, like a piece of parchment with just crap written on it, and it's all stained with like ale and crap. And she's just like, you just see like the top of her little head over the menu.
Mm-hmm.
Taj is gonna try to like make money like in the street, like telling people's fortunes.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? So
I'm just gonna pull up on a corner and
we're not playing that kind of game, folks. We're not playing that kind of game.
What is she using to tell fortunes? What is she using to tell fortunes?
don't you still have your little mini crystal ball ring?
Yeah,
Is that what
but
it is?
she's also just intuitive.
like palm reading.
Just just like looks at you and knows shit.
Yeah, she just knows things.
Those people at the
Oh.
carnival that guess your weight.
Yeah, exactly.
You guessing people's weight? Okay, cool.
So,
Love it.
as Hayden, as you were sort of saddling up to the bar for a drink, you notice,
Heads up, by
Yeah.
the way. My head's up.
you notice an old sort of copper dragonborn, sort of wiping off the counter, and she looks up at you and says, "What can I get you?"
Desperate need of a rum, please.
Very well. And she pulls under the counter and
bottle.
pops the
A whole bottle.
whole bottle. One of those kind of days, then. I see. And she just slides the bottle over to you and waits for you to pay up, which that's going to be, I think, for pretty much, yeah, it's going to be 3 silver pieces for this.
I'll slide her a gold piece and
Big
say,
spender.
well,
So much money.
some food as well, please.
Full. And she just motions to the rest of.
Why not? Food for them as well. Whatever they want.
Coming up. We'll give them the special.
Whatever
Does
is
that
the
sound
gold.
threatening?
What was that? You both said something.
Sorry.
I just said whatever is worth a gold.
Very well. And she goes back towards the kitchen. Taj, you were sort of out in front of the tavern, and you can see patrons sort of coming in and out. What is the tack that you're trying to take to sort of entertain and people and tell their fortunes?
I'm like standing out there on like a wooden box of sorts, you know, like you would at like an old timey carnival.
Mm-hmm.
And as people are walking by, I'm like, Miss Fortune, you need a fortune teller? And I'm just like saying that to anyone who will bite.
Mm-hmm. Make a performance check for me.
Get at the extra shake.
No jail for you.
I'm not using magic.
What do I mean for the dice?
Oh yeah. 12.
Alrighty. A 12. So I will say with a 12, you can convince one person to sort of pay attention to what you're saying. And you see people coming in and out of the tavern, and you see one person sort of leaving the tavern, kind of had their fill for the day, a little weak in the knees, and they look up at you, Sort of a young-looking elven man who's got sort of short cropped blonde hair, light blue eyes, and just looks up to you. He's like, "Fortune? What fortune?"
Are you in need of a fortune teller, sir? 1 silver.
A silver. He sort of reaches in his pockets, and he like reaches in his pocket and just like hands you like a bunch of like he just hands you everything in his pocket, which is like a button, pocket lint, string, and maybe enough copper to make up for 1 silver. He just hands it all to you. Is that enough?
Yes. What is it you're looking to know?
My fortune.
Right, but is there anything in particular in your life that you're wishing to know about?
Am I gonna sail again?
Let me think. Let me
I got
peer.
fired from my last crew.
I see you're fired. Devastation. But I do see some bright light in your future. Potentially in the next month or so. What you need to do is go by that post every day.
Wait,
And
that
say
one.
hello.
Say hello to the post.
No. To the people walking by that get off the
Oh,
boats.
the people, not the post itself. All right, just say hello to everyone that's sort of walking by on docks and stuff.
On the docks, yes. That is very important. If it's not on the docks, it will not work.
All right, and then
And
I'll
then-
sail again.
And then you'll sail again in 1 month's time, I promise.
And he takes a moment. It looks like he's just sort of like just frozen in time. Like he's got a look where he's staring off at this post. And if you look at his face, it's like he's got nothing going on in here. The wheels have stopped turning for a moment. I think I'll start right now. And he walks over and just like walks up to the post and turns around and just goes, "Hello, hello, hello," and just like every single person that walks by. And even if you were still trying to talk to him, he just zoned out and he's over there. And there's a couple times there's people unloading cargo. He's like, "Hello." And then one of the people carrying goes, "Shut the fuck up." He just seems relatively unfazed by it.
I snicker and then just head inside to where the rest of the group is.
Mm-hmm. All right. Hayden, you have secured food and drink. Cooter, you've gotten into a booth here. A short time later, the Dragonborn barkeep brings out sort of almost like a family style like stew or like a bisque, and then with some smaller bowls around it, and sort of sets it down on the table, and then just sort of gives you some empty glasses, assuming the rum is for sharing. But if it's not, then she can take everyone else's orders.
Is there bread?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm gonna start sniffing things and not eating them.
I'll take the glass or take the cups and place one in front of everybody. Not just hold the bottle up as if to say who's having a glass.
What is it? It smells really bad. Are you sure that's not
I'm in.
poison?
Poor Azric.
Hooter, you're
It's a-
muted.
Kind
Gran,
of
I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. She's already like face deep in soup and like just castling soup down. She's like, "It's fine, love. It's beautiful, amazing stuff. Yes, drink, food, everybody." Just
Okay.
living her best life.
Pour myself some.
He's gonna try a piece of the bread. And like her eyes are normally big because they're magnified by her glasses, but you swear they just get 10 times bigger when she takes that first bite of bread. What is this?
You've never had bread before, darling. What do you eat where you come from?
Oh no, we don't have bread. We have other things, but not bread. What is it made of?
Oh, flour,
Flowers.
water.
We have water.
flour.
And flowers.
No flour. It's made
Flowers.
from
Sorry, did you say you
grains.
never had bread before?
No, we don't have that. I just
When you say
no.
we, what does that mean? Like, have you been living under a rock?
Yeah, some of the houses are under rocks, I suppose. That's not wrong.
Where did you say you were from again?
I didn't say.
Well, now is the time to say I'm tired of waiting for you to tell me about yourself.
Are we sitting like we're sitting? It's like dockside. Do we have like a table where we can see the ocean?
Sure. Yeah, there's a window
I'll
out
just
front. You can look.
point at the ocean. From there.
Yes, we all are from somewhere out there. Where
No,
specifically?
I mean in there.
Like you live in the water.
You see
In the
how?
So
Have you never
what?
heard of it?
What?
Sorry, where?
Chris Sahara.
Do I know where that is?
She's
Would I know
speaking a
that?
different language. I'm not.
That's
No,
island.
that's the name. It's known as, the city in the sea, the
You said it is
the
in the
city of crystals and light. You've never
Dawkin
heard of it?
chugs his glass. Or I said Dawkin.
Who is that? Who's
I don't know.
Who is this man?
Hayden just chugs his glass and pours more and just is hanging back and listening to whatever's happening right now.
So
Like there.
No one's heard of it?
everybody make a history roll for me.
I've heard of all of your homes, probably, but I also read a lot, so
7, no clue.
10.
4.
oh no.
What was Azric?
Well,
Jail.
Yeah.
Now you all
no.
fucking have any idea what she's talking about.
it's a beautiful city. Many people call it the soul of the ocean or the city of crystals and light. I think that's the translation. And well, it's really beautiful. Everything is lit up, even though it's really dark under the ocean. You wouldn't expect there to be so many lights, and it makes all of the roofs sort of glow. It's really beautiful. I hope you
It
can
does sound beautiful.
Oh.
see it someday, but you'd have to swim really far, and I don't think any of you can breathe underwater. Can you breathe underwater, grandmother Cooter?
Sometimes, if it's on a good day, yes. For a
good.
short
Maybe
time.
you could visit on a good day, but I'm not going back anytime soon, so there's,
Oh,
that.
well, why? Do you miss your
Oh.
family?
Oh, yes, I do miss my family.
Me
Well, you
too,
see,
love.
they don't
Me
really
too.
know that I'm here.
Well, why
Like, you ran
not? They
away
must
from
be
home?
so worried about
In
you.
a way,
love.
I mean, I'm of age. I can do what I want, but they wouldn't. My dad probably wouldn't like it very much, because you all are dirty surface walkers that breathe air breathers, and
Well, I wouldn't say I'm 100% that, but I do understand, surely.
probably not like most of you, regardless. He doesn't like the surface very much.
So,
It's not your fault. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make anybody feel bad. He just doesn't know you, and I mean, I don't really know you either. Actually, you're all kind of strangers to me. So that's
Well,
Oh, I'm not offended.
I'm alone in
we
a
never meet
city
your
I
father
don't know with a bunch of strangers. This is good. This is good. This is
an
really good.
entire city. Under
Yes,
the
an entire city. Oh, it's larger than this city.
right.
It's quite beautiful. We have gardens and libraries. We eat lots of fresh fish. You would like that part, Cooter.
Oh, yes, it sounds wonderful.
Gardens underwater?
Yes. We have flowers. We can grow things. We have magical sunlight.
Did you
Can I
You hit your head when you
Hayden
met
doesn't.
her.
Hayden, since he's not familiar with this, doesn't know if he believes her or not.
She's being 100% genuine.
None of y'all, like, none of y'all ever heard of this place ever. Not stories, not anything. So it's up to you all whether you believe her at face value or think she's just losing her mind from all of the violence.
Kuda 100% believes and supports you in everything you
Thank
like
you.
to do, love.
Right. Well,
Glad you're with us.
Oh, well, I mean, it's a nice place, but I like it better here, so.
On that note,
I do enjoy being in reality. Yes. Anyways,
cheers for
drinks,
making it out of
everybody.
life.
Yes. More drinks. More soup.
I'm gonna cheers and then immediately spit mine completely all over the table and everybody.
Oh,
Oh, well, that's a bit of a waste.
I'm sorry.
No, more
How's
for
the
you.
Dragonborn react?
So she's drawing everything off, and then she's sort of wiping down the rest of the bar and cleaning things off, and she hears the and she just looks up, just shakes her head, and just mumbles to herself, "Fucking white image."
Apologies. This one's a bit different.
You think?
Hey,
Never had this before. What's it made of?
sugar?
The
Sugar?
same stuff flour's made out
knows
of,
now?
I dare say.
I
Close
don't know
to.
what that is either. I don't think I like this as much as the bread.
Bread is
so
wonderful. It's one of
Hayden-
my favourite munchables too.
Is there more bread? I'm just gonna make Cooter start telling me all
can just
about
have
bread.
mine.
So on that
It's
side of the
alright.
table, it's just the history of bread happening.
Does this friend of yours, Hayden, owe you any favors? Because I'm assuming this will not be cheap. And Taj and I are low on funds.
Do they owe me any favors?
A little one.
Yeah. Maybe a small favor. If I can find them, then we'll discuss it and see. I don't know, maybe they'll give me a deal.
All right.
Are there, looking around, you said it was a bunch of Navy guys, sailors.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that looked law enforcement
Other than just like not any guards in here per se, more like merchants, sailors, like Navy seamen type thing. Not many guards around here that you've seen. There are some kind of patrolling like the harbor, the docks, but not in the bar at the moment.
So we're okay. I think we can take this time to just relax and enjoy ourselves a bit. No need to get right down to business, yeah?
Right. Yes. Nice not to be.
As we have a whole 3/4 a bottle here.
Amy's
She's
rejoining
very
you.
much
reason to
enjoying
celebrate.
herself talking about bread.
Cheers.
to new friends.
Bread. I'm just holding up a piece of bread. I'm cheersing with bread.
And you're with him by now, Taj. You've already done your fortune telling outside, so you're inside with the group if you wanted to add
Question:
anything.
does Taj bring the button that she got from that guy back in with her?
Hello?
I don't know.
I think
Ask
Mac
Taj.
is reading her character sheet.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
No, that's okay. Did you bring that button that guy gave you back in with you?
Oh yeah, I have it all.
Did you is it visible?
No, it's in my pocket.
Okay, no mind.
Taj, I saved you some soup and there's some rum here.
Thank you. And then I sit down and I guess drink or chug the rum and chow down on soup.
It's surprisingly good for like this kind of dockside bar. Like it's really good for some reason.
Cooter knows her food.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do. I very much enjoy the bountiful enjoyment we have with things in this world. It's just quite lovely. Food, drink, friends. They're all
Friends?
wonderful. Friends are great. You're a friend, aren't you? Are
Oh.
you not?
Thank you.
Yes.
I've never had friends that weren't part of my people before.
And she's had quite a few. So she's just like, yes, friends.
I'm just gonna listen for
Their little
maybe
flippers.
anyone
Yay.
talking about current events.
Sure. Yeah. Just make a perception roll for me.
Got it. 15.
Current events here. Are you referring to if anyone's talking about what happened in Rosadon, or just current events in general?
Current events here in this region.
You can overhear some people talking outside about a disagreement about how much cargo they brought back. You can hear them, one person screaming, "What the fuck am I supposed to do when pirates take half the ship worth of cargo? It's either do what they say or get fucking killed and they take all of it." Well, that's not what I ordered. And there's an argument back and forth, sort of implying that in some cases, if the ships will just outright surrender to the pirates, they'll only take half their cargo and let them go.
All right.
So, Azric, you look like you know your way around a vessel.
That I do. Spent basically most of my life on a ship.
That's so.
Aye.
Sail for hire?
If the price is agreeable, yeah.
Very well. Taj, you're a unique one.
But
What is it you do exactly?
I tell people's fortunes and I don't know, kind of psychic medium.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Would you tell mine?
For 1 gold.
Tell the other guys for a silver.
It's a bit pricey, don't you think?
Not if it is your fortune and your future.
Well, I suppose my future will have to remain a mystery then.
I suppose it will. I will know though. When you're ready to know it, let me know.
Is that a talent you're born with?
Yes.
And you two have history?
Yeah, we are very good close friends.
Yes.
We work on the same ships, or
Yes.
Yes, I was working a ship, and Taj here came aboard to use her fortune-telling skills to help the captain find, fortuitous treasure, so to speak.
Treasure?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of treasure.
Well, if we really need the treasure, we can maybe get to done with dinner and get this book open.
yeah. Well, we can finish off this bottle and then. What time is it right now? Is it like evening,
Dinner time.
dinner time? Well, let's say find a place to sleep, and then in the morning, I'll try to track down this person.
Yeah,
That
that
sounds
is
good.
most agreeable.
We'll probably have to find another place, right? This wasn't an inn, or was it an inn?
Albatross
It's an
has rooms.
Oh.
It's 2 silver pieces per person.
I flagged
Rooms for
Marky.
everybody. Kuda throws her gold on the at the innkeeper.
Yeah. So you just throw this gold coin at the counter.
Yeah.
You're a little sauced. So you stand up and say rooms for everyone and toss it. And she just grabs the gold out of the air and just looks at you. And, fucking God,
Is
damn
doing
it.
her best to follow suit, so I also pull a coin out of my pocket and throw it at the innkeeper.
So she
Not drunk,
catches
though.
Cooters
It's a copper.
and then it clinks on the counter at her. What the fuck's your problem?
Oh, I'm
Stop.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm really
Stop
sorry.
throwing shit at me. Stop it. You, little girl, stop it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Old ass turtle, stop it.
No, that's it. 1 gold piece for all the rooms for all my friends. The best you've got.
Valken just.
Please.
I said Valken again. God.
Falcon's dead.
Oh,
Just kidding.
He's an elf, remember?
Excuse my most venerable friend. She is had a little too much to drink, so please
The
forgive our
delights
behavior.
of life are magic.
And she sort of leans over. She's like, "Look, I know that you know how to behave yourself. Keep the rest of your friends in check. Rooms up the stairs to the right. Finish your drinks. Fucking get up there."
Absolutely, yes. All right, come along, Granny. Let's get you to your room.
And she like stumbles up the stairs. She's like, "Party in my room."
And as you're heading up the stairs, you see the Dragonborn bartender
I
mumble
want
to
to be
herself.
cooter when I grow up.
She just mumbles, "I don't give a shit how old she is. I'll still kick her fucking ass."
There's Valken walks. Or Valken, god damn it.
Hold on. Everybody stop. Everybody stop. VS, what is your character's name this campaign?
Hayden.
What's their name?
Hayden.
One more time.
Hayden.
Hayden. Hayden. Amazing. Okay, so who goes up the stairs?
I'll follow everybody else up at the end.
Perfect. Okay, is there anything that you all want to do before you retire for the evening?
I'm just gonna eat as much bread as I can and then hang out with Cooter because, as far as Emmy knows, Cooter's normal. So let's go.
All
yeah,
right.
Kuda just like runs through. She's like, "Party in my room," and then she just like rolls onto the bed and just.
Oh God, is she my mom?
Oh, I'm glad that's over. Now let's call it a night.
Did we get was it individual rooms or what was the situation?
Yeah, I just paid for everyone for everyone's separate
She
rooms.
paid
but
for
Emmy just
everyone.
came with me.
Yeah, so there's like 2 rooms or so. They're kind of like, it's less like a hotel, more like a here's a room with like some bunk beds and shit in it, and there's 2 of them to fit all of you.
Okay.
Okay, so you all retire for the evening, get some rest, and it is now the next day as sort of the sun rises over Linares. What is on your agenda?
I'm just following Cooter around.
Oh,
Hayden, you have any leads on where your friend is?
I'd assume wherever their place of stuff is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
of business?
Yes, so Linares is huge. You know that Saria is sort of a lesser clergy member of the Church of the Lightsmith. So last you were here, she was sort of on a smaller, sort of smaller worship area towards the edge of town. So from where you remember, easy enough to find it. It may take you like an hour or so to walk all the way down there.
Okay, I'll lead him through the streets and.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's a new day.
It is a new day, and you all had your sleepies and you long rested. So this sort of vibe of Linares is different than Rosadon, where Linares is typical, think like where Rosadon was very modern, technologically advanced. Linares is more typical sort of medieval European stone structures, a lot of metal work, a lot of fine metal work things in the area, because you can kind of get the understanding that this sort of area is all about using a forge, all about working with metal, those sort of things. And as you're going through the streets, you can see just walking through markets, city streets, find shops and such, and then you sort of come to what some of you were expecting that aren't familiar with the Lightsmith. You might have expected like a church or something like this, and where Hayden brings you all to is sort of this open air area, sort of made of stone with a metal awning here. And it's sort of a large like community area. In the middle is just a large forge being lit. And you can see there is a woman who's sort of just hammering out something on an anvil next to the forge as it's sort of glowing, burning embers from there. And you can see that she has sort of bright orange hair. She's got tanned skin, but if you look closer, it looks like in her arms and sort of underneath her skin, you can see faint pulses of sort of orange light glowing every so often. And when you approach, she sort of looks at you all, and you see sort of her eyes that look like fire is glowing behind them. And you see Saria, who is a fire genasi.
Oh.
What does that mean?
Fire genasi is a specific race in Dungeons and Dragons that are sort of, if you think how an ASMR is sort of god touched, genasi are sort of touched by different elements. So fire genasi are someone who's sort of touched by fire.
Like Fey touched,
Yeah, but fire.
but
Yeah.
fire touched. Okay.
Mhm.
They have a connection to like the primordial elements.
Yes.
Would it be kind of unexpected for someone with that strong of an elemental tie to their powers also be worshiping the Lightsmith, which is one of the like human gods?
I wouldn't say human gods. So the pantheon of the city-states, which include the Precept, the Lightsmith, the Wave Mother, the First Ancestor, the Lotus King, and the Watcher in the Veil. They are all the pantheon that these sort of collective city-states all worship. Each city-state has their own patron god, whereas Linares' patron god is the Lightsmith. There are people that sort of still hold on to the old ways, as you could say, where they don't necessarily believe in this pantheon. They sort of believe more that nature is kind of all around you, and just everything has a spirit within it, is a good way to put it. There are some people that do believe that. There are some even in the cities, but the closer you get to the city-states, the more that faith in the pantheon is sort of galvanized. for people in communities that are outside of these city-states that kind of live on their own homesteads and stuff, sort of the older ways of beliefs are much more prevalent.
So her being a Genasi doesn't really matter.
It's sort of, yeah. It's sort of. I mean, you know, you could think of it as sort of ironic, perhaps, but no one asks to be a Genasi. No one asks to be an ASMR. They're raised where they're raised, and they believe what they believe. So, as far as Sari is concerned, maybe the Lightsmith is the one who granted this sort of fiery countenance.
As we walk up, Hayden will just say, I don't think I'll ever get used to the heat of these forges.
She looks up. Ah, Hayden, it's good to see you. And she sort of just kind of holds her arms out to you.
It's been some time.
It has been too long since you have been here. And she sort of gives you a strong hug, and as she sort of walks over, it's probably because she's, you know, working at the forge all day, but she's fucking buff. Like, you know, she picks you up and gives you a squeeze, and you're like, okay, stop.
Just as strong as ever.
What is it that I can do? Are these your friends, colleagues, perhaps?
We'll call them new acquaintances.
New acquaintances.
Yes.
My name is Saria. I am priestess of the Lightsmith, and this is my forge. And who might you all be?
I put my
It
hand
is a
out
bit
like
worse
a
for
like.
wear.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, she's a bit worse for it. She's just like, oh, name's Cooter, love. Cooter, yes.
You're not looking
And
so
just like
good.
leans against a wall.
And then I put my hand out for them to kiss, and I'm like, Tosh.
Mm-hmm. She sort of like, you put your hand out, and she sort of takes it and gives you a kiss, and she goes, "Pleasure to meet you."
Oh, just new acquaintances, Hayden. We shared a whole bottle of rum together. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Azric.
Azric, very nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
And you see sort of a, I don't want to say a recognition in her eyes, but she sort of sees you and sort of recognize that you are also sort of one of the, not necessarily like elemental touched, but you're touched by something otherworldly, like she is.
I'll give
Game
her-
respects game.
I'll give her the nod.
Mhm. And who might you be? She points to Emmy.
Oh, I'm Emmy. Hi.
Why are you so nervous?
I've never seen. I mean, I'm just new here.
Fair enough. You keep strange company, Hayden.
Particularly strange, yes.
What ship did you come in on this time?
Well, just a small vessel.
A
It's
small
to ride,
vessel.
Yeah, you know. Relatively new captain.
Are you in trouble
anyway.
again?
Me?
Yes.
No.
I
No
know when
trouble
you're
at all.
lying. You know this.
I mean, he's like nodding when she asks that, and then he says no, and then Emmy's like,
No trouble at all.
Right. So you come all the way over here just to see me for a friendly visit.
Of course.
Shall we go to lunch till later and talk about our lives and learn a bunch of new friends?
Are you paying?
No, you are paying. You owe me.
I remember right. I thought we owed each other.
No, I paid my end of the bargain. You still owe me.
Remind me again.
You shouldn't need reminding. It's not my fault you can't remember.
It'll come to me.
Right. What do you want, Hayden? I'm not stupid, and I am also not patient.
Not what I want. And I gesture to Taj and Azric.
So you bring these two who don't even know me, and I'm supposed to do something for them?
I have no idea exactly what it is they're after, but they have an item that I think is fairly unique that you might be interested in taking a look at.
Well,
But,
sort of-
sorry, yes, don't mean to interrupt what is going on here, but we have this ledger that was bequeathed to Taj and I from our former captain as maybe a part of his will, if you speak. But because as all captains are very secretive, there is let's call it a anti-opening contraption on this ledger, and I get removed. But maybe we can scratch each other's back, as they say.
make a deception roll for me.
All right. 20.
She rolled a 2 on the die. So she sort of looks at you, looks to Taj, looks back to Hayden, just accepts it for now. Okay. So you say there's something wrong with the book? What's wrong?
We believe that if it is opened, and with force, something bad might happen or come out of the book. There might be a curse or something on the book, so we would like it removed. Hayden said that you have the skills required.
Oh, I certainly do. May I see it? Sort
And
of hand it-
I take it out of my bag and hand it.
And she sort of holds on to it and like looks at you, because she's like, something. This is not just like a book that's, just here's this book, open it up for me. And she looks at it and she sort of inspects it. Okay. I'm sure that you all are aware that this sort of incantation does not come cheap. However, since our friend Hayden has introduced us, I will allow you to work it off instead. How does that sound?
What do you need us to do?
There has been a bit of a problem lately with some of the fishermen in their villages on the outskirts of Linares. I regularly send supplies, medicines, food, any sort of things that they need, weekly. And from what I have heard, is the goods never make it there ever. And there has even been a few times where the fishermen have come here to sell their fish and are assaulted on the way here. So I am taking this as an opportunity for all of us to put a little good back into the world. And then perhaps I can help you with your book.
I look at the rest of our group for acceptance that we will do this together.
Sounds fair to me. One job for another.
And then this is how we'll get the treasure?
Treasure? What treasure?
Oh, I thought we were gonna find treasure.
No
You
treasure.
said we'd get a boat and then we'd find treasure?
No treasure, Amy. I did not know what you were talking about.
I made a mistake. I'm sorry.
But we also didn't tell her about it, so.
I heard you guys talking about the thing, so
We were talking about our previous job.
yeah, but you were also talking
dinner.
about finding a boat. So
Yeah.
I don't
Yes.
like Emmy's not stupid. She's just not.
Understand, Emmy. I just had too much to drink last night.
I didn't drink any of the rum. That was Cooter. Oh, Yes, I had
What?
a lot to drink with Cooter. I got drunk off of bread. Mm-hmm.
And she just sort of like puts her hand on like your shoulder. Do not apologize for making mistakes because everyone makes them. Understand?
I think that's the nicest thing that anybody's ever said to me.
This is so sad, little girl. And she pats your head and just sort of walks back to the forge.
So, do we have any information on who might be attacking these fishermen?
As far as I've heard, they are just bandits, brigands, ne'er-do-wells, take your pick. Perhaps a crew that's been ejected from their ship and have nothing better to do. Want to take the easy way out. As far as I know, you follow the coastline to the west, towards where the fishing villages are, and they will probably find you, because maybe they will think you are easy targets.
Do they have any identification of what pirate crew they belong to?
That I do not know. I'm not sure if they are even pirates for sure, but I can only guess.
All right, very well. We shall look into it.
Very well. And she just hands the book back to you, Taj. Come back whenever you are finished, and I will take care of this small problem for you.
Thank you.
Very well. I guess we have some brigands to take care of then, huh?
That we do. Well, thank you, Hayden, for the introduction. And I say that we are fortunate that we only have to do this job in exchange for another.
Take care of? Who
Don't
needs
give her any
care?
ideas.
I have some soup left over from last night.
No,
if
I
you
think we're
need it.
gonna go fight some people that are bad.
Oh no.
It's all right, Kuta. These people are truly bad people. They are stealing from
They're
fishermen.
pirates.
Oh well,
Emmy looks
marvelous. They
so excited
deserve
about
what's
this.
coming to them.
Well, sorry, it's been a pleasure. We'll be on our way. And we'll return as soon as we see the job done.
I will see you then. Remember, you owe me. Right? You owe me. I'm doing you another favor.
We'll discuss it later.
Just say the words, you're walking away. Just say the words, you owe me. You owe Saria.
Bye-bye.
And she just shakes her head and goes back to working on what she was working on.
Liked her.
We are walking away. I'm like, Hayden, I believe you told me that she owed you a favor.
I heard that, yes. I also heard this.
Genuinely thought she did.
Maybe she's the one who have forgotten.
That's what I was trying to say, but we'll worry about that some other time. She said west.
Yes, west. Let us be off then, unless anyone needs supplies while we're here. I don't think we do.
I would like to get some rations.
Ah, yes, excellent idea, Taj.
Not a bad idea.
Let us restock.
Very smart of you, I will say. And for anything that's in, say the player's handbook, like rations or like basic stuff like that, like if you need like crossbow bolts, when you're in a major city, unless you want to go to a shop and haggle or figure information out, if you want to get them, just pay for them and go for it. So rations when you're in town are easy enough to get. You can buy them, no fuss at all. And it will be at full price. Which
Where's it four? So it's 4 gold per ration.
No.
5 silver per 1 ration.
Oh.
1 gold for 2.
Oh, so it's probably the cost of the total amount that I have left.
Yes. Yes.
Gotcha.
I had that same mental process.
Yeah, I was like,
Yep. And then, of course, if you want to try and forego rations and try and live off the land, you can do that by rolling survival, but it's not guaranteed you'll find anything. So, pay now, be happy later, or
I
you
mean,
can risk it. Up to you
you've
all.
got a total. Just if we have any emergencies, it is one of my key stats.
Yeah, there you go. Cooter's got you covered. Okay. Anything else you would like to do before you get ready to take on your new adventure to look for these brigands?
I believe that is all.
Oh, I
All right.
realized just now I totally forgot to negative my initiative before, but it would have still been practically the same, but my bad.
No,
Note for
no
next time.
worries. No worries. All right, so the group, you have gathered the necessary belongings and equipment that you need for an overland trek towards the fishing villages in Linares. And this new motley crew is making their way to do a little good in the world for a change. And that is where we will end our episode this evening. So next week we'll pick back up. They'll be looking for some bandits that are stealing from the poor fishermen. So
Yeah, we're like
We're gonna
Robin
mess
Hood.
them up.
Bandits,
Yeah.
F those guys.
If Robin Hood was a turtle that was afraid to hurt anyone.
So anyway, thanks so much everyone for watching. Thank you so much for all of the raids, all of the follows,
Thank you.
the subscriptions. We appreciate it. We do a sort of a fully immersed in character D&D campaign, but we've got the chat open just right here and we see it. We thank you so much for supporting us. We stream every Friday 6
Don't forget
p.m.
to do VIPs.
I will. 6 p.m. Pacific time. And one thing that we do in the chat here, around here, is we allow
Around
the
these parts.
we allow the chats to vote on who the MVP was for the session. And I'm still getting used to typing the names too.
Wait,
So
who
don't-
has an inspiration already?
I still
Mhm.
have mine. I haven't used it yet.
I used
No,
mine.
it's not Kuta.
Used mine.
And
But I'm still voting for Azra because he exploded some heads.
Absolutely.
all right, so what we'll do is I'm going to start a poll in the chat, and each one of you have 30 seconds to tell the chat why your character deserves or not this inspiration they get from the MVP vote. So we'll start from the bottom this time. Taj.
Taj deserves an MVP because she made a little dude die laughing, and stole a silver from somebody. So
So you acknowledge that you stole it from him. You didn't tell him any of their fortune.
I mean,
Little white
it was
ass
all
die
real,
laugh?
but I got that silver. We worked.
Hayden.
Yes. I think I deserve votes because we have a job because of me.
Hmm.
Short to the point, you've provided gainful employment. So that's always a plus, gainful employment. So, Emmy, next.
Oh, I don't know. I just got injured a lot and almost died and healed myself and then almost died again. Oh, and I learned what bread was. So I think I did a really good job.
Amazing.
Oh, and I lied to that fish like an asshole.
Cooter.
Since I'm already inspired, I'm actually spicy. I'm actually kind of torn between Azric and Hayden, and the reason is Azric absolutely carried that combo around with both shoulders and the entire back. But also Kuda was completely out of it for most of the time. So I don't know if she would know that. But then also Hayden, just for giving us that sick hookup.
Mm-hmm. Last but not
Has
least,
some lovely friends.
Azric, why do you deserve it?
As my venerable friend, Kuta, said that I almost very well single-handedly handled the harpy fight with flying colors. And I say flying because 3 were flying, their heads exploded. But other than that, yes, vote for me.
And I will say I'm going to close the vote now. It's almost over anyway. Azric, your speech has garnered more support. You've gotten more votes from your declarations of your combat prowess, and Azric, you were the winner. So please grant yourself an inspiration to be used next session.
We all got to explode more heads in the future if we want
Really,
to
it
get
was
that inspo.
chat who inspired me, so thank you, chat.
Oh my God, they're never voting for you again now.
Pandering. Anyway, thanks so much. Thanks so much, everyone, for watching, for hanging out. If you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, I implore you, please do so, because we're only about 20 subscriptions away before we hit 1,000.
Please.
So if you haven't
close.
if you haven't done it, please do it. Just click the little link there in the chat.
Go to your
You
parents'
too
computer,
can
like
save
log
a
them
YouTube
on and
channel.
click it. You know.
Yeah. But anyway, if you are once again interested in any Sweet Justice merch, get it before Sunday, because when I wake up on Sunday, I'm turning it off. So you got a little bit left to go. And as always, please check out our Patreon. There's some really cool tiers there. You get early access to all the podcasts, and you can help me create an NPC in this brand new campaign. So get it while the getting is good. And with that, I will say thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for listening, if you were listening to this in the future from the podcast. But thanks, everybody, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
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 Bye.